Cool. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to nighttime setup block where we have 4 hours to fill. So we're gonna fill it with a Sunset Overdrive run.
Sunset Overdrive.
Yes.
Big burly man.
Yeah, this is a game I haven't done in a marathon, an in-person marathon for a little while. But hey, you need 4 hours to fill. You find 4 hours to fill. I'm ThoseCrazyGuys, and over here we've got
A bit more.
Kiddo Fox.
There we go.
Well, I was just gonna, Lurk, can you rotate the camera just a little bit that way? That's fine. Okay, and that's that.
There we go.
And, okay, I'll tell you when time starts.
I like your hairstyle.
Thanks. It pretty much is the same thing for every run, just for consistency. So time starts when I first move, so I'll let you know when that is. It'll just be in a couple seconds.
If you'd like to use that, anything I'll go get it.
Sounds good.
I'll put on that table and push that away.
Okay. So in about 5 seconds. Basically once all the controls pop up. So we're ready and go. So as you can see, it starts off in a nice futuristic hellscape. Most of this start here is just a little bit of movement to get back home, where they will now then explain the story. So here you don't want to miss that because otherwise it'll make you restart the section.
I gotta tell you to go a certain way, but you're like, we'll take a shorter way.
Yeah, you just got to make sure you don't miss certain things, because if you don't hit certain areas it will make you redo it.
Regret. Yep.
So here you just roll jump for a bit of extra horizontal distance. But it's mostly just teaching you. Yeah, thanks. So the first little skip here will happen in a second when you're fighting this big angry guy.
Pretty mad.
Yeah. So in a little bit we'll be fighting him. But first we continue running.
Although yes, you are the player. If you die here, you die in real life.
Yeah. So this is just teaching you how to swap grinding. Movement is that his real hair? Yeah, that's of course his real hair. So, you get your first gun. One shotgun, which is the flaming compensator. Not compensating for anything. So, kill in a couple mutants. So I'm playing on the PC version. which was released recently. Functionally, it's mostly similar to the Xbox version, except it has way faster loading times, which is great. So one skip here, normally you have to fight him, which takes a really long time and you pretty much end up losing anyway. You can skip it by letting him kill you, because it goes to this cutscene anyway. So letting him kill you, we'll skip it. If one of those little guys kill you, they'll have some trouble. Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Thanks, old guy.
Okay, so now we go on home.
I can go home. Oh shit.
There we are. So one thing that's great about Sunset Overdrive is you can't skip any of the cutscenes. This game would probably be closer to 2 hours, 2.5 hours if you could skip cutscenes, but alas, you can't. So you get the benefit of being able to enjoy all the cutscenes, but it definitely makes it a little bit of a slower game to run. So take some time to enjoy it. Hey Lurk, is there still water over there? Could you grab me a glass? Thanks. Yeah, no, the scenes are great.
Yeah.
It's The cutscenes and stuff are all really enjoyable. I wouldn't really want to skip it on a first playthrough, and I definitely wouldn't recommend it because they are very good. But yeah, when you come to, when it comes around to, you know, 5th, 6th, 10th time playing it, definitely something that you wish you could do. And when they released the PC version, I hoped that they would include that. Unfortunately, they did not. So that's okay. So now they're explaining the backstory. And you can enjoy the banging music in the meantime.
Enjoy being the first people on the planet to drink Overcharge! Yeah!
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. This room smells so clean now. Thank you to air fresheners.
You be lurking.
I hate this job.
This game, one thing it does enjoy is a lot of the meta. This guy who threw a can at your head, you'll get some revenge on him by watching him die. It looks fine.
Here's where it all begins.
So yeah, apparently in the 30 seconds it took since you saw people yeah, don't worry, that's not a thing here, King. Is this Half-Life? Yeah, it's a parkour Half-Life. It's if you took Half-Life, mixed it with JSRF, you know. Lots of parkour. This game, basically it tries to tell you as hard as it can that standing still is the wrong way to play. So it makes it a lot better to always be moving. Bouncing, grinding, you know, anything you do on the dance floor, they want you to do in this game.
So,
So,
get moving. You're not supposed to stand there.
yeah, he hasn't learned to move yet, so now you get to meet the badass Walter.
Walter White, what are you gonna say?
Follow me.
He just says follow him. No drugs, just guns.
I don't know if you noticed, but I just noticed the player has X's in their eyes.
Yeah, that's what I set for the
Guy who just saved your
because
ass.
you can actually choose the eyes, so that's my preference.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But not for long. Take this. Watch it. They followed us.
So now we're just continuing to go through kind of the tutorial section. Yeah, a little Borderlands, a bit of and it's a lot cheaper.
It's got a lot of different games in it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of different games. Honestly, it was a great game when it first came out. Like Insomniac did a good job with it, but unfortunately, I feel like it just didn't quite get that marketing to be very popular, which kind of surprised me that it got a PC port in the first place. But there's definitely a lot of tutorials that you go through at the start.
Yeah, there's a bit of Resident Evil, Borderlands, Half-Life.
Yeah, JSRF.
A bit of GTA in it too, I guess.
Yeah, there's a lot
There's a
of
lot of really good game elements shoved into this, and it makes it like a big love letter.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
with a lot of
Damn
meta
right, it's a test.
self-referential
Met
stuff.
other survivors like you. More trouble than they
You're
were.
the best survivor, hopping on a box.
Yeah.
Dead body over there? That one
What
of
is
them?
that?
How much nudity? None.
Dead guy?
Is that like a kid's dresser or something?
Break open that pickup.
No, there you go.
Now, switch to your new gun.
So,
That was the
teaching you
test.
how to select
I
guns.
fucking nailed it.
Okay.
Wait here.
And now I'm gonna ignore this gun because
Get ready to shoot some OD.
it's not as good.
OD?
Yeah, waiting is no fun.
Overcharge drinkers.
Yeah.
My partner Floyd says drinking overcharge causes their endocrine systems to go into overdrive. I'm gonna
Yeah,
throw
I
some overcharge
definitely
out the
wish
court.
though that,
Get
you
ready
know,
for the real test.
there's a couple things they could have added with the PC port. They actually technically took something away. The online functionality, they took out.
Be here quick.
So,
Here they come.
It's a little unfortunate, but it actually kind of works out in our favor in this run. That also makes it a little faster than the Xbox because
Visual effects are really nice too. Like,
yeah,
you
it's
see, boom,
very, very poppy.
pow.
Still alive. It's a good sign. Come on, kids.
So now we get the ability to boost on rails, which is nice.
Hey, where's the cops? The National Guard.
And yeah, there wasn't much marketing in it for sure, but
Wake up, kid. Fisco controls everything.
Huh? Can't we just call for help or something?
It's not that easy.
on,
Fisco
Walter,
cut
don't
off
get
all
stuck.
communications outside the city. But I have a plan.
yeah, and the multiplayer was kind of interesting in the first place,
Doing a hell of a job
where
covering it up. Rest of the world
it
thinks
was
we're all
just
dead
kind of
from
a
some kind
cluster
virus.
of killing a lot of stuff, and I tried playing the online. It makes only a bit of sense. It's a little weird.
I guess you have to spend time around him, so you're just passing time.
Hello. Okay, so now we sit down and talk to Two-Hat Jack.
This here
Hello.
is Two-Hat Jack. He makes weapons.
You sell
Thank
me
you,
short,
Master
buddy. I'm a
Saruwatars.
master craftsman. I make
We like you
unbelievable
too.
shit.
Yes.
Kid, fire weapon.
Okay, so there we go. We're gonna get our arguably the most important weapon of the game.
You come back with more overcharge. Deal?
Come on. I want you to meet Floyd.
Yeah, what I might do, we'll see how time goes. I might find some crazy outfits for this later on, because we have the ability to equip them once we get a bit of money. Normally, I just stay in the default costume, though we are at a 3-hour, 50-minute estimate, so I might not have too much time to do other stuff since my PB is 3:47,
Intruder.
though there's not too much time. Okay, so here we go. Introduce the human baddies of the game. There are basically 3 evil factions that you deal with throughout the game. The first is the OD, sort of the zombie monsters.
What you doing?
There's the scabs, which are the human, and then later on you meet sort of the machines.
You realize that makes us the scabs of the scabs.
So at this point we're just bouncing around,
Make sure you grind up high and
miss
bounce
all our
around.
shots.
You stand still, they'll murder you.
There's somebody hiding around the corner.
This game is so
Nope,
much
he came on the
fun.
other side. And there we go. It was a little slow,
Okay,
but that's
kid.
fine.
Come on back. I'm gonna head out to the
Okay.
overpass. Put the kid to work.
Okay, I could use some more supplies. Head on down to the tracks. I'll explain on the way.
By myself?
I know there's some scary shit out there. But
This is
all in how
PC.
you look at it. You tell yourself
I do
one
that
at a
because
time.
I used to play on the Xbox One version.
Am I
Once the
right?
PC version came out, it's pretty much faster in every respect. Loading times are faster. It has a couple of parts taken out. I'm pretty sure my first PC run of this game, I saved almost 10 minutes just on load times alone.
I marked the location of the parts on your map. Make sure you collect all of them.
So yeah, grinding along these wires, definitely the quickest way to move.
Those freaky little microbes are the secret ingredient in
So we just want to
Overdrive.
boost as
Limit the
frequently as
potential of those
possible.
things. I warned Fisco that they
Bounce
might be
over
dangerous,
here.
but they
Just
blew me
got it.
off. Didn't give me enough time for research.
Okay.
See, if you cook overcharge in a high-pressure vat and mix in just
So here we
the
don't
right
really need
ingredients,
to kill
you
any of
can
the
get some
enemies. We
pretty awesome
are mostly just going for the vat parts.
I call them imps.
Oh.
And trust me, you're going to love them.
Your street name isn't Heisenberg, is it?
There you go. There's the Heisenberg joke right away.
I think I got them all.
There's another truck further down the tracks. Jump on
So
the
here
train
we're
tracks
just
and grind to the next batch.
Moving to the next location. We basically need to get 2 batches of this physical material. And yeah, Xbox Ones definitely have their stuff. Most games you can get on PC, especially with what Microsoft's doing. How they're trying to make all their first-party games PC available.
Juicy heads are coming at me.
So now we're met to these
Those are ODs
poppers.
that drank too much overcharge. They're called poppers.
Whoops, didn't mean to bounce
Best
there.
to shoot them before they
Yeah,
get
so we
close.
want to avoid them getting too close to us, because if they get close, then that happens where you get the slowdown time, which is obviously slow.
Floyd, there's one thing I don't get. Why would Fisco poison their own customers?
You got it wrong. The whole thing was an accident. The Fisco execs were so worried about competition, they rushed overcharge through government testing.
And there we go.
They
So
fucked up, and now
we just
they'll
gotta
do
come over
whatever
here.
they can to protect their stock price.
and then it skips some dialogue by getting her quick. Jumps right with not with that attitude.
That attitude, we're not. I look at it this way: the apocalypse is our chance to be whoever we want to be. No bosses.
Yeah, and that kind of says something about Insomniac, that if you feel, you know, this is the worst game they made, which I still put as a pretty solid game, it definitely says something about the developer in general. They make good
I have
games.
some that are almost ready. I just need a few more things to finish them off. There should be some fizzy balloons out in the base. Grab them and bring them back.
Hello, Nigasora. Okay, so we're gonna just finish up these amps here by grabbing a couple of balloons.
Just 2 more. Okay, 1 more.
Yeah, it definitely has
That was the last one.
a certain charm to it, whether you see that as a good or a bad thing. It's definitely written for a certain audience.
Yeah. Okay, now you have to
unique, that's
equip
what I'll
those
say.
amps.
Yes,
How?
thank
I mean,
you.
if this were a video game, I could just go to a menu or
It's
something.
good to be unique because it lets you set whatever you want.
Why am I hearing disembodied voices?
Can you eventually break those cars?
No, you just mostly use them for bouncing. So we're just sitting here, and it's gonna go through tutorial on how to equip amps.
The bounce at the end is nice.
Yeah.
It's very loud for some
Select the
reason.
weapon you want to amplify.
It doesn't, at least not to my knowledge.
Oh,
I
feeling
mean, it
different.
matters to you whether it's male or female, so pick whatever you want.
Yeah, to my knowledge, there's no difference in timing. So yeah, it just normally comes down to personal preference.
Are you just charging your energy doing that?
Well, right now, it's explaining how to charge your energy meter.
Enemies while grinding, bouncing, and doing
Who plays the female avatar? There's a couple speedrunners who play the female ones.
the parking lot. Activate your first act.
Oh, as in who plays, as in a voice acts. That I'm not
Style level
sure.
1.
Okay, so there we go. We got the rollout, which is nice. Got through that pretty quick.
To use your weapon app. Grind and bounce to build up style.
And let's be honest, you can never go wrong with Yuri.
Now, test the weapon app.
Okay, so here, just gonna wait a second because I need to stun 15. It's kind of random how many you stun, so you just keep shooting. Ideally, you don't want to get hit while bouncing, which is not happening. This is really slow. Normally, the numbers go quicker. Okay, there we go. So now we're just clearing them all out. This weapon's good for the large combination of enemies.
Different tabs activate at different levels of
There we
style.
go.
Seemed to level up something. What'd you do?
Yeah, so it's just explaining it.
Yeah, let's just stand in the helicopter. It's perfectly fine.
Style level 2.
Stand in helicopter blades.
Activated. Style level 3.
Okay, ideally I wanted to get a little closer, but that's fine.
Get crazy! If you just stand there and do nothing, your style meter will decay. So keep moving and killing. Stay with me. This is almost over. This
They
is
say
the
it's almost
combo
over.
builder.
The first like hour of the game is tutorial.
And traversal combo. The higher your combo counter, the faster you build up style.
So I was bouncing earlier.
Yeah, so we just want to make sure we make it back before we need to turn in the mission. Okay, that's fine.
Now that's fighting with style. Come on back. I got some good news.
Oh, come on, I thought it was close enough to turn that in.
Right on! This is gonna be fun. When this stuff is cooked, I'll
So
have an
how do
amp
level
ready
ups
for
work
you.
in this game?
The reason we're
So it's not
cooking
an
this shit
RPG where there's
is to
level
make
ups
new
for
amps.
the person,
Trust me,
but each of your
you
weapons can level up,
amps.
which makes them have more ammo and do
Soon
more
as this shit
damage,
starts
and
cooking, those
you level them up
OGs
just by
are gonna
using
come
them.
running.
The more damage you
Most
deal, the more
important
enemies you
thing,
kill, gives you
keep those motherfuckers
experience
away
with
from
it.
the
So it's
bats.
basically snowball
If you
effect,
fail,
more or
don't
less.
worry.
Yeah, so
This
there's
is
a
an
couple. There's
awesome
only a couple
apocalypse.
weapons we actually focus on leveling up in this run. The pistol, which is the Dirty Harry, is the main one. Later on, we get a turret weapon, which we need to upgrade.
You probably want an area effect weapon too.
Yeah, so oh, that was the wrong way.
Turn the valve and start cooking.
I got too ahead of it. So now we get to do our first night defense, which is mostly just the time we use to level up our weapons and enjoy the rock music. So this game was made by Insomniac, maker of many popular games. Yeah, so the main weapons we want to get to level 2. Yeah.
Yeah, they make good games.
Yeah, they make a lot of good games. So yeah, what we just want to do, it's very, very hard to fail these night defenses. So what our goal is here is to level up both the Dirty Harry and the Flaming Compensator to level 2.
Yeah, and the combo counter is very important because now it's like a 40-50 combo now.
Yeah, that doesn't do too much to my knowledge, but it's more about the fact that keeping up, bouncing, and grinding while killing enemies is important, because that keeps your style meter up, which actually makes you do more damage the higher style meter you have. So they're just going to keep telling me that they're trying to break through the barricades. Gotta use the pistol a couple times.
I guess the benefit to using a select few weapons instead of all your weapons is the fact that they level up faster. So they do
Yeah, basically there's a small subset of weapons that we really care about doing damage for specific types of enemies. So the Flaming Compensator is pretty solid for... Yeah, the Flaming Compensator is really solid for like large groups of enemies early on. So there we go, that's at level 2. Now we care about trying to upgrade the Flaming Compensator. Okay, so we'll get some extra ammo. And wait up.
Hold on.
This still overcharge is very sensitive to UV light. I've had some accidents trying to do this during the day.
Okay, so here we're just sitting and bouncing to try and not lose too much of our combo, but also because the next enemy appears right here, and it's a Herker. So this is actually the type of enemy that dies really quickly to the Dirty Harry. Human enemies and large enemies. So... Ouch. There we go, got it level 2. So that was the main thing we wanted, and got the kill. So at this point, it's just farming up XP for the rest of the mission.
This shooting style actually reminds me of Resident Evil.
So Nier Automata is coming up soon. Runs will be uploaded to YouTube. If you go to nasamarathon.com, there's a link to our YouTube channel, and as like over time, we'll slowly upload all the runs there. We're actually recording them in 1440p as well, so you'll have slightly higher quality. That's of course if this run is being recorded, we'll have 1440p. If we don't have it local recording right now, it'll just be the stream quality, so 720p.
So this will actually be better than the actual stream.
Yeah, assuming, you know, we have remembered to local record for all of them. How long have you been around? NASA's first marathon was 3 years ago at this point, so 2016 was the first one we did. So this would be our 4th one.
I see like the little boppings of the music, it's awesome.
Yeah, so the reason I'm saving up all my ammo is for right after this mission. There is a skip we can get, which, yeah, keep an eye out. Normally we open up some missions and stuff. If you go to speedrun, or sorry, NASAMarathon.com, there's a link to our Discord as well. You can find a lot of information in there. What? That's what I said. NASAMarathon.com for everything. Yeah.
Yeah, NASAMarathon.com.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you about the big end of night explosion that
Okay.
wiped
Let me
everyone
make
out.
sure.
Okay, some amps I can cook up quick. You just gotta
So
bring
who
me
else
the
runs this
ingredients
game?
and I
There's a handful of people.
just go to the amp chamber.
Not. It kind of saw a lot of running when it first came out, and then died out a little. And the PC version brought a couple runners back, or like a couple new runners.
Busy balloons are filled with hydrogen fluoride,
and then-
a super acid to help
Let's see.
kickstart
First one on
reactors.
Dirty Harry.
Smelly ass shoes are a potent
So it's
source
explaining
of
all the
sulfur
things you can pick
dioxide.
up here. I have some notes on the other PC here, so I'm quickly making sure, because there's a lot of stuff that kind of you need to equip and look out for. So
Organic conduction. Pranksters TP'd the city.
yeah,
Stupid, but
the
works
shoes
in our
are
favor.
actually the only thing we
Toilet
don't
paper is the
need.
perfect
All the other
handling
things we
substance.
need for various
If
reasons.
you're having trouble finding any of
The
this
shoes are
stuff,
the only
Two
pickup we
Hat
don't need
Jack
any
sells
of.
maps with their location. Some
So,
amps need a little more time
Once this is
because
done,
you'll have to
I
print
want
them
to
out
basically
while you
wait
make them.
until
I'll
it
call
gives the
you
notification to
let you
start
know
equipping
when I need your
amps.
help to protect the bats.
And then,
Be sure
so
to
right here, I want to go and equip this amp, and
equip
okay.
those amps and let me know.
then immediately head on out. So there's a bit of movement here that, okay, so far this is pretty solid. There's a skip where, as we're going here, I'm going to try and focus on this actually to start, and I'll explain it if I get it or if I don't.
Okay, so you were a professional mean person. Got it.
Basically, I want to get over here and kill
Used to be.
all the enemies here as quick as possible.
A couple of years ago, they got rid of me and all my men went totally automated. A big mistake. You, not zombies. Big difference.
Right.
We'll get out, and soon. Now hurry your ass up. Watch it. Incoming.
So the whole point here is having this epic amp.
Here, help me fend them off. You now have a melee.
This is kind of slow. I'm probably not gonna get it. I ran out of ammo. That's bad. Oh, and I just missed it. Yeah, just missed it. So basically what happened there is I need to kill all those enemies before this timer starts. And if you do, it will skip the timer entirely. Which saves a minute. So you need to kind of have decent movement as well as remembering where all the enemies are, and I forgot a couple of them. One thing I can do here, I can collect this toilet paper, which normally I wouldn't do if I was going for the skip, but since I didn't get it at this point, I just farm up some weapon XP and go. Ideally, I want as few enemies around when the timer runs out. Okay. So not ideal, but I get that skip very infrequently, so
Over here, kid.
it was going to be a happy thing if I managed to get it, but not a real loss if I didn't.
Once I'm over the walls, I'm gonna expose Fisco's lies.
It's not the
Make 'em
worst
pay for
time
it.
loss I can have in this game.
You really think it'll fly?
That weapon XP helps
know
later
it
too.
will.
So.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like it kind of helps me a little for later on, like being able to get that toilet paper, which I need 5 of, being able to farm up the weapon XP a little bit. But
Okay.
obviously the minute
Double
time save
carriage a
is
bit more.
better.
Better, yeah.
Like this?
Now keep it there while I tighten.
So
this.
here we
Don't
are.
let go.
Walter here is trying to build a glider to fly out, and you're here to help work on it.
I might have to let go.
Not yet.
I let go now. No!
So the thing is he tells him not to let go, but I'm pretty sure you would have been mauled to death if you didn't let go. So he doesn't quite have that much reason to be mad. And yeah, it definitely is a very stylish game. It has a very unique art style.
Rip plane.
Yeah.
What a fuck up.
Yeah.
I meant you.
Well, what was I supposed to
And that's a good point. What was he supposed to do?
Yeah.
Of course it's my fault. Thanks, Dad, who's not my real dad.
So normally here is where they'd actually show a cutscene for the multiplayer mode, because that's what you would use to access the multiplayer mode. But there's no multiplayer mode on PC.
So just head back to the base.
So now we're going to do something called challenge traveling, which I forget where I need to travel to. Traverse to. There we go. So what challenge traveling does is normally it takes a long time to walk around the map, and using the fast travel has some animation which can be a little slow. So if you challenge to a travel, or travel to a challenge, it will automatically just go.
They'll just drop you right there.
Yeah. So because of that, and it doesn't start the challenge automatically, so you can use that to jump around to places a lot quicker.
It's not like I did it on purpose.
So we still have to grab that neon sign because we need 10 of them before the next night defense.
He's got to rebuild, right? Hardest part is going to be the propeller. Why don't you head over to the old factory district, have a look around?
So now we're going to help build this propeller, starting by traveling to this here, which takes us right nice and close.
The challenges aren't necessary, are they?
No, we don't do any of the challenges in this. All they give you is a bit of like money and stuff, which we don't actually use basically any of. We only use it to buy one weapon. So here's a little skip. Normally you have to go all the way around. If you jump, there's like a little hitbox that gets in your way, but you can just kind of ignore it. So here we go. We're gonna shoot 2 cameras, as well as getting this balloon. And this basically skips. Like, we actually beat him. Normally, we're way behind him and chasing him, but now we're actually ahead of him. Oh, I missed everything there. Okay. And now we get to meet our new friend.
That was amazing. Are you like a superhero or something?
What?
It's just the way you move. The things
No. Yeah, sure. Just scroll a little bit. Just put a new friend at the top. Yeah, that's great. Thanks.
Well, good luck, kid.
My name's Sam, but since you saved me and all, let me do something for you.
Nah, not unless you know where I can find a propeller.
A propeller? Wait. I have an idea. Oh, this is gonna be perfect. Follow me!
So, just quickly roll forward,
Follow me!
and we get introduced to a new enemy type. And these are blowers, so they just kind of lob projectiles at you.
What is that thing?
I'm kind of low on shotgun ammo, which is the best way to actually take care of them. So I'll just need to pick some up.
Let's go through the shipping
Okay,
yard.
I'll get some ammo here. So as you can see, this is where having the extra stuff comes in, the extra style, because one shotgun shot kills them compared to if you didn't have the 2 style,
Wow, you're not bad.
it would take 2 shots to kill them.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do when you don't hide in shipping
So here we're just running, so we want to make our way over
I'll
here.
follow you.
Should be
There we
another
go.
way around.
Oh my god.
Okay.
We're stuck. We're never gonna get out. We're all
So
gonna die.
now we're just trying to kill all the enemies in here,
Wait.
while trying to avoid blowing up those barrels. So you see those barrels right there. We want to use them in a second. Okay, that's good. So I want to blow this camera up.
Here's the plan. We're gonna railjack that train.
And now, while we're waiting for this cutscene to play, we go over here.
I can't drive a train.
Oh gosh.
Man, you just took away their advertising.
Yep. And there we go.
We are about to die.
Well, in that
So,
case, I have played several
I'm
hundred
just gonna go
hours
collect
of
some
Cruising
ammo while
Simulator.
we're waiting for this.
That sounds
So,
boring and
moral of
awful.
the story, take away all the advertising as fast as getting out
Yeah.
of the city.
So as you can see, there's a barrel right there, and they break through. Normally you'd have to shoot a lot of them, but instead, you can just do this and that, and now they're pretty much all dead.
That's why you're saving the barrel.
Yeah. Fortunately, one of them disappeared because you need to kill all of them.
Yeah, aren't tornadoes the tornadoes of death?
Okay. So we're on the train,
Get the train started.
and we're gonna get a new weapon.
Supplies, and keep the OD off me.
Check the train for supplies. What the hell does that even mean?
I
He's
don't know.
making us stand
Build a
still
weapon
to
or
open
something.
this box.
Yeah. Well, we're just basically waiting for the dialogue to finish.
I guess this was heading to Toys for Terrorists? One of these. Some of this.
And we now have a grenade
Teddy.
launcher. Teddy bear grenade
That's not the
launcher.
cutest weapon you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Peanut butter.
It shoots explosive teddy bears. That's
Yep.
great.
So now we just basically bounce here.
So we just found our area of attack weapon.
Yeah, it's a decent weapon for taking care. The only negative about this one is it's a little slow in terms of like time to shoot.
So it's great for pulling out if you've got the
Yeah. It also does decent damage against large enemies, though the pistol is still better for that. But here, definitely the best.
I mean, you just unlocked it. Of course they're going to design an area for it.
Yeah, you'd hope so. Okay. Now the train's ready to go.
Okay, all right.
Okay. And now we're riding a train. Nothing really much to do here. We just ride the train.
I like trains.
Okay, so there's a couple collectibles we need to grab here. This camera.
I find it funny how we're literally riding the hype train.
Yeah. There we go. Blow all that up. So you're just gonna try and get a couple shots in. A little bit of XP. Okay, so now we're following him.
You, my friend, just drove a freight train.
Get another paper.
I did.
Get that.
Drove the shit out
So
of it.
now we're just trying to keep up with him.
Saved us.
So once he starts the cutscene here, we're gonna go and grab a few more collectibles. So once he starts slowly walking and talking,
So, Sam,
there we go.
what are you doing at that factory all
We're
by
gonna come over
yourself?
this way.
Oh, you know, looking for supplies for me and my friends. They send me out because they're all doing other important stuff.
So you can only go so far away, but that, oh, do not want to go too far away.
I'm not really sure.
That's just far enough.
Yours. Are they really friends?
Hey, you might as well start picking up all the other things like
Yeah.
advertising.
So there's this. You can pick up the balloon. You get that.
And their kids too, when they
And then there's one more thing over here.
Yeah, but it's a great school. I got a scholarship.
Here
the only
and here.
scholarship.
So
Everybody else paid
that's
their
all
way.
the collectibles.
Anyway, when the OD attacked campus, only a few of us made it out alive.
And there we are.
One thing before we
So,
go in. My friends
now we
are
just
having
wait.
a hard time coping, so go easy on them. If we can get everyone working together,
Yeah,
we're gonna
sign,
make
balloon,
you
camera,
an
sign,
amazing
paper.
propeller.
And there we go. So this is our first kind of group we
Way
meet.
to meet my new friend.
The Oxfords.
Sam.
They're a very great group of people.
Bad people. They're just spoiled. They don't know how to deal with a mutant apocalypse. I know how to make them come around. Only I can get them to listen to me.
Those,
Maybe you can help me help them.
High quality
Want me to
text.
be your life coach?
Yes. What should I do first,
Sam
Coach?
did good.
Step one.
Yeah.
Never call
Good
me
job,
coach
Sam.
again. Step
You got
two,
the train
never
running.
do that again. Step 3. Let's see what your friends need to get upright and start working on that propeller.
So now we just need to do a bunch of missions
Preppy kids?
to get the propeller done.
I just noticed this is a pizzeria, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just can't wait for this to become a 5 minutes of breakfast.
Until you try it out.
It's asking for it.
On that philosophical
Yeah, so
note,
you can buy some clothes from her. Right now we don't really have enough money to buy any good stuff, I think, but maybe I'll drop by her later on.
That's Dirk. His mom is an award-winning physicist, and his dad is an astronaut. He's really good with aerodynamics.
Aerodynamics. How convenient.
He's also a health nut. He only drinks like the most expensive water on the planet.
Heavy water.
Borrow water. You can't afford it.
There's a bottling plant a few blocks away. If you can bring back a couple bottles for him...
Wait a sec. You're telling me that the only thing that will make this guy get off his ass is some brand name bottle of water?
You don't know
He just
him
wants
like
to
I
be well and hydrated. Can't
I
blame
don't
him for
wanna
that.
know him like you do.
Yep, gotta stay hydrated.
do. Trust
Yep.
me. Once we give him what he wants, he'll help make
Not
your
quite as
propeller.
expensive, but still solid hydration.
Birthday party life coach.
Okay.
Awesome friend.
I mean, there is still more expensive water. There's heavy water. Heavy water's more expensive.
What are you, my mother?
Maybe not in this
Good
world.
old deuterium.
No, I really don't. Anyway, I found a group
Okay.
of worthless, spoiled brats who just
So
have
here we
geniuses.
go. We need
We gotta
to
do some stuff for them, then they'll build me a
kind of get a couple things.
nice.
Here's wait.
Another neon sign.
Yeah. I am not getting what I want here. Come on.
I want it to be a surprise.
There we go.
Wow.
Walter doesn't like surprises.
So if you
God, the place is flooded.
grind, if you're under grinding and then spin to the top and jump at the same time, you get a lot of height. That took me really long to get that. Normally it would take right away, but it's I need to pick up a lot of signs in a very short period, and that's one of the easier signs that are kind of like right along the way.
Factory-sized.
Emergency flush system activated.
So here we go. Right now this place is flooded, and the water we want is down at the bottom.
Obstruction detected.
So
Pressure level
we need to clear this out.
critical. Release safety valves to prevent complete and utter disaster.
Gotta open those safety valves.
So time to open some safety valves.
Time for the safety straps.
So there's a strategy here. We need to get that neon sign. So if you roll the second you get on it, normally you get knocked really high up in the air. But if you roll, you retain your ability to move. So what we did there instead is by rolling, it allowed me to go and get that sign. Because getting knocked up in the air and trying to fall on it is extremely difficult.
Gotta flush this place out.
Emergency flush
Here's
system
number two.
number 2. Emergency flush system number 2. Awaiting activation.
I don't know why I had to repeat it twice, but you know.
Well, if you know anything about games, twice isn't the only amount of times you need to do it. So here comes the second grind challenge. Oops, that was not ideal. So here, instead of going all the way over to the last one, you just shoot it. Now this, I'm gonna attempt. Oh, I ran the wrong way on the wall. You want to run the other way, and it runs you around the corner to get another sign. I have some makeup signs later. It's just quickest to get these ones right here, because then you don't need to go out of your way to get another one.
Right along the way.
Yeah.
Emergency flush system.
So you need to find out where all these enemies are coming
Until you
from,
figure out where those
and you're going to
are
discover
coming
a new type of enemy.
The horrible one. By looks of it.
And here we have a spawner who spawns a bunch of enemies. So normally he runs all around the map, but the first thing he does is jump at you. Now since we came from the rooftop, what we're hoping here is that by standing here, he jumps up on the roof, and that just allows us to wail on him without him running around. So we just basically eat through our ammo, and he's dead.
Well done.
Looks like I just took
That was
out the
nice and
trash.
smooth.
Wait, I got another one.
So there's one more collectible we need to get here, and this is another one where you kind of need to get the right angle when blasting off. It's a pretty tough one to get. It's a pretty precise knockback. If I don't get it, I definitely have backup. It's a balloon, which I do have backups for. So. So we kind of want to go this way. I may be a little off here. Yeah, I was way off.
Wow.
So yeah, I unfortunately haven't practiced it recently, but the exact angle's a little tough. That's okay though. It just means I'll have to get an extra one later.
My work here is done. I'm out, bitches.
Yeah, it's a snarky bottle of water plant.
Better get this back to what's his face. Doesn't kill him.
Oh, come on.
Oh no, you're contaminating it with soda. Oh no.
Okay, that wasn't the ideal direction. That's fine. Oh, there we go. So what we want to do here is there's some more neon signs that we need to collect. Don't need to collect that one there. We'll have some extra ones later. Yeah, you can scroll down a little bit.
Just finish that.
Gotta get indoors.
Yeah. Okay, and that's the end of Bora Bora water.
You did it! I mean, not that I had any doubt that you would. Wait here. Hey, Dirk, I got something I think you might like.
Sick.
Show us some popcorn.
She's down the whole bottle in one gulp.
Ah, fuck, that's good.
There's just a little bit left.
Thank you.
Oh, Mom.
Yeah, sure. Anytime.
Eating popcorn in front of a mic, great idea.
So, can I get that propeller now?
Soon. Dirk will certainly help, but we need to get a couple other people on board. That's Margaret. She's an engineering major with like the highest GPA in the history of the school, but she lost her dog.
Yeah, popcorn
when everything
ASMR.
went down, and she hasn't been the same since. Finding that dog will go
So here we go.
a
Now we
long
need to
way
go
help.
find
Hey, whatever gets me that
her dog.
There's a dog park across the river that she always went to. I would check there first.
Oh, sounds good. Okay. So what we want to do
The dog
is
park is over in Little Tokyo.
avoid grinding until this.
To get there.
The bridge.
So once you start grinding, it will take away your power after a second.
Boats.
Never mind, that's the next mission.
Open water scares me.
It's just a river, Sam. The Bermuda Triangle.
Hey, the Bermuda
Interesting.
Triangle is
They must
no
have patched
laughing
this.
matter. Hundreds of
This
ships
might actually have just gotten a lot faster.
claimed by the sea. Not only
Unless my notes are incorrect here, I should have gotten a tutorial
but I am pretty sure I read about alien abductions
for
and leftover technology
badges,
from
which it
Atlantis
didn't
called ultrasonic.
give.
Found the dog.
You did?
No, I just wanted to save the world from the rest of your story.
Okay.
Just call me when you find the dog.
Well, let's try not to die here.
Yeah.
That would be unideal. So what we're basically waiting is for the big man to spawn to take him out. There we go. Oh, that's not ideal.
Wait, did you just spawn a spawner?
Yes, I did.
That means you're a spawner.
Yeah, this will take care of some anyway. And there we go.
Probably stop on that.
Yeah, so I noticed that I've been getting a lot of badges from the beginning. So this might actually change up some stuff. I don't know if they patched that recently. That's interesting.
Come here.
Oh, look, so cute.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Oh man, is that car alarm going off again?
Margaret's looking for you.
That's incredible.
Are you outside or?
Yeah, it was going off earlier. Okay. So now she's. Oh wait, whoops. That's unideal.
He must be in some kind of recovery
recovery mode. If it doesn't
Okay.
recognize the voice,
Oops, that
try to
was
command
a
it,
mistake.
it will only interact with its
There we
favorite
go.
toy.
I needed to get this, especially since I missed the other one earlier. I needed that one.
Okay?
Or you could just tell Margaret her dog is dead.
That dog means a lot to her.
Yeah, very, very cute dog. And here you go. So you got to get this cutie kitty.
Hey, look what I
Look, he's got a floating teddy.
Yeah.
Kitty
It's the cutie kitty.
It's floating on his head.
Yeah.
My cutie kitty.
So we're fighting over the cutie kitty.
I better get my propeller.
Don't worry. Just bring that back to the dog.
Okay, so on the way back. Basically, need to get 2 cameras. Oops. That was unideal. And almost there.
Awesome pseudo-Japanese letters
Yeah.
on the signs.
Okay.
He just chucked on the ground.
And now that dog is very happy.
You want me to throw this thing for you? How can I make this fun for me too? How about... Hell yeah. Hey Sam, I got
God,
this stupid dog
upgrade.
inside.
Yeah, this is a very interesting
Not the best news to bring
mission.
to you, but Margaret has to do that here.
Of course she does.
Just try to get used to how
Okay,
he
got
moves.
that.
You have a long trek back.
Yeah.
Now that's how you
Thanks
make
for
it.
the reminder.
That's how you get an old dog to do new tricks.
Go get
So,
There you go,
while the dog's
third
in
check.
recovery mode, he'll only go places he recognizes. But Margaret always walked
there we
Boo
go.
over the North Bridge. Try
So
walking there.
basically
One
now
other thing, you can't
the
use
dog
your guns.
follows me,
The
can't
dog
use
will
my
sense you as a
guns,
threat and kill
but the
you.
dog will take care of it because it turns out this dog is a complete badass.
Defend you as long as you have the cutie kitty. Try
So there's 2 more collectibles here.
Sam says you're a killing machine. Okay, where did Margaret
This
walk
one.
the dog?
down to the intersection and then down
Yeah.
the main street to Sasquatch and Friends.
That's the one who killed Eddie and took his cutie kitty. Shit. Let's rock and roll, Pooch.
So now we gotta, they're mad at us for taking their stuff, so we're gonna thank them by murdering them all.
Oh, that guy just went flying himself.
Yeah, the ragdoll physics are pretty fun.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
You're so close. Just get back to Sasquatch.
Now we just slowly follow our way back.
Now we can show what else the dog can do, what other tricks the dog can do.
Yeah, there are a lot of explosions.
Not sure who's protecting who at this point.
Keep talking.
Just
Okay, so now I just bounce up here,
Me, dog. Let's do this.
and we're just killing some enemies.
Wait, are you causing explosions by bouncing?
Yeah, so you get these amps, and not only can you put them on your weapon, but you get personal ones, and that happens once you kind of hit the level 3. So if you look at this dog, it just absolutely crushes. But the other reason we stay low is so that we're able to use these explosions to help kill.
Boo-boo. Finish him.
Yeah, it's pretty.
This is overpowered. I love this.
Yeah, unfortunately, you only get to use it for one mission.
That's sad.
Area clear.
Okay, very cool.
right. I'm opening up the doors.
There we go. That's Boo Boo Overdrive.
I missed you, too. Thank you, Sam. You're the best.
Sure, anytime.
Yeah, really nice work.
Yeah, good job, Sam.
Yeah, you did good, Sam.
Okay, we
Okay,
need to
one
consider
more
Sam's like the
mission.
best bro.
Max is
I know,
really
he's
mad
even
with
claiming
us.
all the credit for your work.
Anyone can calculate a propeller.
So here comes what is probably one of the toughest skips in the game. Saves a lot of time if done properly. Costs a good bit of time if not done properly.
Max's parents live in the penthouse suite of the tallest tower. Those Fisco
collect the
execs make
paper?
a lot of money, you know.
We don't need that one.
Product recall
So
on
what
the
I
latest
need
trade.
are
Just saying,
2
I'm sure that can't help the stock price.
balloons.
Think, right? But nobody on the outside
There's one.
knows yet. Most Most of their stockholders probably think everything is running smoothly.
With perhaps the exception of Max's parents.
Ooh,
Correct.
that was tight.
They're probably dead.
Missed
Do you
that.
There is a chance they made it into
Yeah,
their
I need
panic
10
Of
signs.
course they have a panic room.
So that
I had an
was
entire panic apartment.
not great
It just
movement,
looked
but
like my
that's
normal
fine.
apartment, but with boarded up windows and me inside, panicking.
Okay, let's get out the
Is there a
pistol.
chance
Oops.
Max's parents turned into OD when everybody else did?
Okay.
It's possible. Be careful. How
Hey,
would
little
I know?
Tokyo.
I'm practically a shut-in
So.
after horror night. Although it makes sense.
Here we go. So I'm just gonna kind of show this off, and we'll see if it works.
This'll work.
So there's basically a lot of movement tricks you do here to skip going around and around the tower. So the first thing is double wall jump. Whoops, that was not high enough. There we go. Then let's jump up here. Then you jump around that. Now comes the hardest part of it, which if you mess up, drops you all the way back down to the bottom. I'm gonna try this skip.
Overcharge. It's refreshing and tasty, and it makes you
Okay.
happy, like me.
Well, there's one more part to it.
Everybody else is drinking overcharge. Why aren't you?
Ooh, okay, I saved it. Though it's not actually over yet because. Oh no. Oh, that was.
Close.
Oh my gosh. And I lost it. Okay. This is kind of an interesting spot.
There, at least.
Okay, I'm gonna try this once more. If I fail it again, I'm just gonna go around normally. Okay. Ideally, what I want to get there when I jump up is get a wall jump. There we go. That's what I wanted. And the last part. There we are. Okay, that was the. Thank you. This is technically the last part of the skip, which if I messed up, I would have been really sad. Okay, so if I got that first try, that would have been a lot more comfy, but not falling down did save about another. So that going around saves about 2 to 3 minutes. So even if it took me a little longer, that still overall saved me a lot of time. So now we're just gonna start bouncing and shooting. I'm a little low on the pistol ammo.
Did you get the paper yet on Overdrive?
I'm actually pretty good for paper right now. I don't actually need too much throughout the game. So most of it I have mapped out to kind of where I need to get it.
So you're on Max's switch.
Yes. Okay, where? Oh wait,
Panic
it's
room here.
okay.
On the taller tower.
So now we're going across.
Bad news. You're gonna die. Let's drink some overcharge right now.
So that's Fizzy, the mascot. So the nice part about always bouncing is that since you have the upgrade, is if the enemy walks right by you,
They just die.
they just die.
Just explode when you.
Where is that guy going? Come on. Normally he does not hide way back there.
Okay, time to check the
Okay.
panic room. Please don't make me find some weird sex stuff.
Stupid foreshadowing.
Voice recorder. Max's parents' dying words? Let's find out.
Security breached.
Oh, shit.
It exploded. So our goal is to land properly on top of the phone, which doesn't show right away. There we go. So we wait for that to show up, and we travel to bomb delivery 1.
So land on a phone.
Yeah. Okay, so bomb delivery 1 is the close one for them. The Oxfords.
I just love it. This is like such a leveler. There's so many different games.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, and there we go. That's my
Well,
parents.
his parents are still alive.
Well,
but
almost.
They're major assholes. Stole his money and left him for dead.
Yeah. I'll break the news.
Yes, freedom.
thanks, Sam. Best news ever.
So what you missed from the voicemail is basically that his parents aren't dead. They just took all the money and left him for dead.
You expect us to believe you
And went upstate somewhere alone. But he's happy because apparently he doesn't have his parents bothering him anymore. Interesting way to take it.
Who gives a shit what you think?
Oh
You
boy.
guys just sit on your asses all day while this hero goes out into the city, all to get you a bunch of useless shit so you can be happy.
Ooh, Sam steps
I don't know
up.
about you, but that inspires me.
Yeah.
Makes me want to be a hero to this hero. I know we can do it. Together. We're gonna have to work hard.
And they're gone.
Sam forgot one thing. If you don't help him, I'll throw your ass out on the street to fend for yourself.
I'm on board with this.
Hey, let's get to work.
Cool speech. I'm ready.
It turns out all it took was the threat of physical violence. Let that be a lesson to everyone. If they're not doing the work you want, threaten to throw them out on the street and let them get murdered.
Oh, look, he's a hacker man.
Yep. There you go. They've now made your propeller.
What is it?
It's a 3D printer. It's gonna make you a new propeller.
The fact, it's going to be very interesting making this, that they're 3D printing you a propeller inside this machine, which is obviously way too small to fit a full propeller.
I'll see what I can find.
Though you need a more powerful processor. Okay, so I'm going to traversal challenge to here, or challenge travel.
Traversal challenge too?
Yeah, and next mission. Whoops.
So, Floyd, any idea where I can find some high-end computer parts?
Computer parts? Nope.
You sure?
Nope.
Yep. Oh, no. There's a guy that lives in a cell phone tower nearby. He's got a ton of computers. Almost forgot.
That's what I thought. I'll check it
All
out.
the way up there.
Yep. Here we go.
They
Buck-
don't.
Get
He
over
put.
there.
He went up there on purpose, but you know.
Now we have a new
We're
move.
more than extraordinary.
Yeah, we have a super bounce now. You're basically a god in this game.
Sounds like a walking cliche.
Man, we're all walking cliches in somebody's eyes.
Whoops, did not mean to go that high up. Oh, come on.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, let's try that again. There we go.
Nice.
That was not how I wanted to get in there, but still got it.
If I was a tree-dwelling hillbilly, where would I keep
You went
my
a little.
computer?
You did a little too good.
Here's Buck Nash.
I'm not from Fisco. What do I look like, an asshole?
Well, maybe not a physical act.
Unfortunately, you don't get to see that dog again for the rest of the game, which is really sad,
Wait, listen, I'm not
because it's
Fisco.
probably one of my
I'm just
favorite
here to
missions.
steal computer parts from you.
How'd you think you were gonna do that when I got this here gun?
Yeah, I got guns too.
Damn. But how do I know you can use them?
I'm an American.
I can use a cocky
There
son
you
of a
go.
bitch like you.
True Americans right there.
I need footage from a new show. Get out there and show me what you can do. And don't worry about dying. That looks good on camera, too.
Thanks, because I wasn't already creeped out enough by you.
So what you do, there's a little bit of a skip. Once you see that go up there, you can challenge travel to, because basically what this mission is just to complete this challenge. So by just walking here, you can just go into, so this is actually the only challenge you have to complete them because it's part of a mission.
You just won him over by coolness.
Yeah, and that's actually kind of what this is. So you need, so we need 50,000 points.
Does the combo counter actually help that?
Not really.
It would be really nice to do that. Give some little toning.
There we go.
Let's try something a little more. This is gonna be awesome. LMOD or sizzling. Allow me to
Yeah, America. Here comes the pain train. Yet again, we only use this once. because from here you're basically at, you're done. So here we go. That's 10 signs, exactly what we need.
Nice.
And 5 balloons, which is also what we need. So, from here on, it's nothing but just farming up everything. So we've got we're already at 50,000 points, and every time you complete a challenge, it actually stops the timer for a second to give you a new challenge. So all we're gonna do here is just farm up weapon XP for the next 2 minutes, because it doesn't end at any point. You just go for the 2 minutes and. So mostly what I do here is just grind down this rail and shoot through the weapons.
Good old game physics.
Yeah.
Explosions don't hurt you.
Yeah, I never need to worry about that. Realistically, I could pretty much ignore it from the start, but you gotta get through the pain train at least once.
Oh, there's bounce kills you can do too.
Yeah, so the problem about the bounce kills, as I mentioned, is that if you complete that mission, since I only need 50,000 points, what will happen is it'll stop the timer if I complete that bounce kill challenge.
Then they'll just go.
Yeah, exactly, which becomes grind kills, and that stops the timer for a second, so I don't want that to happen.
It's more or less just like an auto-scroller.
Yeah, this is basically an auto-scroller. There's a couple of these throughout the game. The night defenses are basically auto-scrollers. Okay, and then I just kind of take my turn switching through weapons, because you also get badges when you kill using certain weapons. So for example, getting kills with this weapon will give you automatic badges, and you want that a little later on, because automatic damage becomes really important for some of the later weapons. Because the best weapons in the late game are pretty much all automatic.
What's your best score in this mission?
Oh, you can get really high, like 100. Like if you can continue doing the challenges, your score will get a lot higher. So there we go.
Millions?
You could maybe not up that high, but you can definitely get. Okay, 1 second. There we go. We want to challenge travel to smash Physco stuff 1.
Gotta get that technology.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get that technology, bring it back to NASA to build like the ultimate computer.
Okay, there we go. And there we are.
Parts are on the table. I got my Bucky's perched and blinds all over the city. Cameras ready to roll. Just find them and do what you do. You'll be paid back in kind.
So now we challenge travel to bomb delivery 1 to turn in the processor, and then we're off to.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, we got off his lawn pretty quickly.
They do move in herds.
Okay. So we'll turn that in.
Awesome. Let's see here.
Yeah, you can scroll down to Midnight Brew. There we go. Perfect.
Welcome to the Midnight Brew.
Hey, if you do find a way out of the city, you'll come back and rescue us, right?
Come back to Sunset City? Why would I?
Of course you'll come back and save us.
Early morning
NASA. I'm sorry. I don't even
Yeah.
know why I questioned it.
Lots of comfy people around.
So this will take a few hours to finish. I'll let you know when it's done.
So they're just. Oh, of course. This will. Okay, so after this, we go to Traversal Challenge 2. And we will do our next night defense.
Hey man, it's Floyd. I'm ready for another cook. Come on back when you're ready.
Yeah.
Copy that, science guy.
Hey, looks like you got off. Hey, did you see those traps outside the base? I ran out of time setting them up. Can you finish the job for me? Set up a few more hack and slay traps around.
So technically, the category I should have marked it as 80% classic. Really, there's not much difference between the two. Just most of what we do is. Okay, let's see. There we
Slate
go.
traps won't hurt you. Don't
You know,
worry.
those traps there, why don't we just use those as helicopter blades or something like that?
Yeah.
Send enemies back to where they came from.
Why can't we use those as propellers? They look like great propellers.
Yeah, they look great. That would probably lift it then. So it'll want me to place one more trap, which I'm basically just waiting until it lets me do that.
To get power back. Keep an eye on your traps. The OD can destroy them.
Yeah.
Any second now.
You'll get power back.
Okay.
Power grid is at
Whoops, did not mean to do that.
You placed a clown head.
I'm actually gonna remove this trap just because technically if I do want to keep with that any % classic, on the off chance this run goes really well from here forward, I'll make sure it's following the rules.
When you're done placing traps, turn that valve.
Because both the clown trap and the trap on the left, which is the guitar trap, are both like DLC, which you can't use in the Xbox One version. Is technically banned from the any % classic. I wouldn't really care about using it anyway. I don't really use traps except for one specific one. So I'm just doing that for these purposes. Okay, so yet again, here's a night defense. Just farming up XP again.
Do you have to place the 2 traps?
Yeah, so you need to place those traps as part of it's kind of like the story setup. So here our main upgrade purpose is we want to get the TN Teddy to 2 to be able to equip a mod on it. Right now we're just getting rid of these blowers because they're just kind of a pain.
So this is basically your defense scheme.
Yeah, a little bit of tower defense. Okay, we're just gonna try and build up some automatic badges here.
Yeah, you're not using your maximum charge over there because it benefits your damage.
Yeah, so really what we want here is just building up weapon XP. There's not, we still need actually TN Teddy at level 2, so there we go.
Nice.
That's really, we just need it at level 2 so we can equip the mod to it. We don't really care about much beyond that. And for me getting automatic badges here, yet again, it's not because of it's actually like I want the weapon to level up, it's that I want the badge. So right now I'm gonna sit over here because yet again I'm bouncing just to make sure I'm keeping up my charge, but new enemies are coming up here. Here we're gonna meet the Gunkers.
I like how the screen's shaking because you're bouncing.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it a little or okay, so here we go. They just spray ice and knock up your places you want to bounce, which are kind of annoying. So I'm gonna take care of them nice and quick. Okay. So yet again, I'm just farming up badges, farming up XP. I'm gonna save, I was gonna save some pistol ammo, actually I'll get some soon. So I'll just keep, because that is the weapon I want to increase the most. Getting lots of single shot weapon badges. There you go, and here's the Herker. Oh, I should probably get down here. Just help people breaking through. Well. So if you see the amount of damage the pistol's doing here, this is at level 3. takes care of them significantly quicker, and it only goes up from there in terms of speed. Okay, let's get inside. Okay, I think for the rest of it, I'm just gonna increase my automatic badges. At least attempt to get a little bit of XP towards it. And there we go. That's the challenge.
One of those canisters.
Okay, so this I need to, this I need to pay attention to because there's a lot of stuff I need to equip here. This is the menuing.
So you got a bit of menuing, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, not bad.
Go give those amps
Okay, so I want to stop by buying, weapon amps, moving menace, which is what I got the all that stuff for. So now I'm going to equip this and this, and now moving menace I put to the pistol. Flaming compensator is Bear Force 1, and Burn Baby here, and now the overdrives. What do I want here? Ammo capacity automatic. I want ammo capacity single shot. Let's see, single shot damage, and then, which I'm actually going to upgrade. We want fire damage, which I'm going to upgrade, and then we want bounce style. Okay, I'm gonna leave that last one blank for now. Actually, I'll just equip grind style. So that's actually what the thing would do. Let's see, challenge all the points challenge too. Yeah, so what the normal thing would do when you had the, like I said, I was missing a tutorial at the start. Come on, let's start that conversation again. There we go.
We're all done with Midnight Grid.
Yep.
He came in, said he knows you, so
Oh,
I gave
what
him
what is happening there?
What?
Camera, please.
Kinda pissed.
Yeah, that's Walter.
Hey, kid. Nice
There we
try
go.
with the propeller. You fucked it up.
Forgot where I was
Meet me
going.
at the overpass.
Damn it.
Yeah, I was a little slow, so I won't be there in time. So I got a little mixed up. But that's fine. Still faster.
I'm working my ass off to repair this thing, then you go behind my back, make a new propeller. You looking to steal my glider?
No, it wasn't like that.
I'm fucking with you, kid. Can't you see me smiling?
Look at that smile.
It's a fine propeller. We're almost ready to fly out of here. The only problem is, a few minutes ago, some scabs stumbled across the glider. I held them off, but they stole my glide wheel.
Glide wheel. Sounds made up.
Well, how about you make yourself up a way to get it back? And hurry. Those scabs will be back soon. I'll wait here.
Okay.
Okay, father.
I saw the scabs.
So here we go. Travel to Traversal Challenge 5. Because we need to find this glide wheel, and it just so conveniently happens
There's that gang.
that's right here.
Hi, glider wheel.
There's the glide
There we go.
wheel. Damn.
You think?
I better get back to Walter before he has a stroke. Or something else old people get and then die.
That's sad, though.
Yeah. So he predicted that he'd be under attack, and unsurprisingly, he was correct. So we just need to get up there. Wow, that was a lot of misses.
Just a few more. Got one.
I'm not surprised you ended up blowing up the vehicles on
Oh, I missed one back there. Okay. So I want to make sure I have style here, because we're about to encounter the next enemy type, which are robots.
Well,
Yeah, so Fizco are the ones who created the drink, and it turns out they have a nice robot defense force that was kind of talked about a little earlier. So
these are the not good robots.
yeah, so the quickest way to kill them is actually currently slam attacks, which basically when you have above 2 style will shoot out that wave and does massive, it one-shots them. So significantly quicker. thought I had to kill him. Did not have to. Oh, there we go.
Why is it significantly quicker than all your other conventions?
Because so each type of enemy, if you actually go into the stats of the weapon, it shows that it deals different types of damage to different enemies. Yeah, it does different type of damage to different enemies. So a lot of the weapons I have don't deal a lot of damage to the robots. We get a weapon later on which does a lot of damage to them. So now we're in the glider. It tells us to go all the way over there. But realistically, what it's doing is telling us to go over there to eventually tell us to go to the brewery. So we're just going to ignore the first part and go straight to the brewery.
We're just going to force roll ourselves over there.
Yeah. So barrel rolling is actually the quickest way to move. So we just do a lot of barrel rolling.
We're running out of power though.
Yep. But that's fine because once you hit here, it refreshes your power. So what we want to do here now is follow this glider. Ideally, we want to stay within about 50 meters of it, because if you move too far out, it'll slow down. So we just kind of hug close to it, trying not to get run over by it. Oh man, he was checking Reddit. So I'm just staying nice and close to it. Yeah, the barrel rolls are making him not. Oh, that was not ideal. So basically, he's coding up something to try and bring down the glider. So we're just barrel rolling to follow it. While making sure we pick up power in the process. Because running out of power is basically the only way to die here, because as long as you're barrel rolling, even if you're barrel rolling through these bombs, you don't take any damage whatsoever. So I'm just gonna roll into this balloon. I don't need it, and I missed it. Cool.
You don't need it?
No, the only balloons I needed was to actually do that one night defense. So all the night defenses, you need a certain amount of each, like of a certain resource. So for example, in this case it was the balloons. You needed 5 balloons to do it. So I wanted to make sure to have 5 balloons.
Okay. Fighting with this blimp is awesome. Just we go a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, that was getting a little close to it.
Yes. I mean, no. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think so. I've only ever written viruses for government websites, never anything like this.
So we're still just following it.
Right, man?
Yeah, obviously. So we're slowly making our way there. My hope is that kind of on the other side of this, we're going to pick up one more power, which should take us to the end. Right over there. Yeah, lots of...
this is pretty much this game in a nutshell.
Okay, so it should be uploaded now. So now we're just basically trying to kill it instantly, which we did.
Well done.
And it's down, so now we just rolled the exit. Picking up that last power. You almost got it, Neon Ghost. Third tries a charm, maybe?
Forget about me. I mean, us.
Don't worry, we'll send help as soon as we get out of the city.
Yeah, so basically you're just rolling here to the big updraft to take you out of the city and finish the game. As you can tell by our 3-hour, 15-minute estimate, we are obviously
not
2 hours ahead of world record, which are obviously coming straight to the end as we fly out of the city. This pigeon's flying out too. And by flying out, I mean getting electrocuted. Thanks, Walter. He throws you out a propeller. And let's all stop and pay some respects.
We find out that there's a death barrier outside.
I paused it and realized I wasn't logged in. That was a mistake. I was going to post an F in chat and didn't work. The second you click out of that, just warning, it will... Actually, I don't even know where the mouse went.
It's just gone.
Okay, cool. Let's... Okay, here we go. Don't mind me for a second. There we go.
Okay.
We're back. We're back.
We'll miss you.
Move that mouse out of the way.
You cranky
Yeah, we're good.
Poor Walter.
Yeah, give those respects.
I'm sorry, Floyd. Just wish I could have saved him.
Best thing you can do is keep being yourself. Keep that swagger going.
He died doing what he loved, flying in planes.
There's my F.
There's your F.
Hey, Walter talked about this guy named Brill Cream.
There.
Says he was the smartest guy
Okay,
around.
now here's the question.
Find that guy, I bet he'll
I
figure out
can't
how
scroll
to
down
save the
anymore
city.
because I was smart and took the
What name is that?
One that's
cursor
easy to
off.
Remember, I guess.
That's what I get for some
Anyway,
Fs.
Walter said there was ham radio signals coming from a Japanese museum
fine.
nearby. Might be him. You should check it out.
Okay, so immediately starting by challenge traveling to Buck National Episode 2. As we start making our way to...
He's a lifelong scouting expert and troop leader. He and his senior troop were marching in the parade during the overcharge party, and I guess they all got chased to the jet.
Look at these traps.
This code really doesn't want you to leave.
Yep,
Just doesn't want anyone else to know about the
exactly.
disaster they caused.
So they basically have this whole city quarantined.
Locked. I will not be defeated by a locked door. Plan B, to the roof. I'm a ninja breaking into a Japanese museum.
And there we go. So now we meet our second group, Troop Bushido. And I wonder which characters in this will be important.
Hey, look, Snort's an antivirus.
Yeah.
Brill Cream? Troop Master Brill Cream is missing. Maybe I can help you find it.
So look at all these people in gray around you, and the one person in blue. Surely, none of these characters could possibly be important.
Treason! Arrest for Kim and banish her from the troop.
Chill out, Mussolini.
I am the troop master, and this is my troop.
Man, you gonna tell me where Brill Cream is or what?
You want to find Brill Cream? You must do as I say.
So now we need to find some bro. Oh, watch out!
sorry. I'm
That's
trying to
yes, I figured that's what we're gonna have to figure out a solution to scrolling.
Been trying to locate Troop
That's
Master
fine.
Brill Cream via radio, but all they hear is this.
Let's see if no, we'll just deal with that later.
What about alt tab?
It'll close the it'll put it into pause. That's fine. I can read all this to the bottom and just do a quick.
You destroy all three
Pause
transmitters
then.
around the tower. We have a better chance of locating Troop Master Brill Cream. So,
That sucks.
you think
That's
you can
fine.
do that?
Spirit of the calm
Sure
substance Overdrive.
We're on It's Me Fizzy right now.
Overdrive and it's giving me a calm.
Yeah. So now we're gonna challenge travel to. Whoops,
It's
that's not what I want to
unfortunate
do.
that our notes are now stuck.
Yeah. Okay, so we challenge travel to smash TVs. And now we finally have the best movement in the game, which you don't unlock until now, which is the air dash. Which makes it so much more enjoyable. So here we have a little skip. It wants us to go inside and break some stuff. But if you go inside, it will play an animation. So what we do instead is break it from out here, which skips the animation of being introduced to a new enemy type, and instead
Holy shit. Looks like that kicked the hornet's nest.
just lets you kind of skip all that. So here we go.
Okay. Sorry, Mr. Transmitter. Nothing personal. Okay.
So basically we're just slowly making our way to the top. And here we go. We are now at the top.
Oh, this is the top of the dance party place, isn't it?
And hey, look, it's Fizzy.
Passing in destruction of property is a serious crime. Get ready to die, asshole.
And here we go. We now have our first boss fight.
Attacking me.
Kind of in the middle of a random mission.
Really aggressive.
So what we need to do... Oh, nice job falling. Did not want to do that. So I'm just gonna mess back up. So you want to stay on the middle ones here, because all other ones actually have 3 you need to bounce on. This one only has 2. So we use the pistol because it definitely has the most damage, and this is yet again another case why we level up the Dirty Harry, because it is significantly better.
This game requires a lot of coordination to be able to bounce on stuff and fire at it at the same time.
Yeah. So here we go, and didn't fall. Okay.
It's sad.
So we don't need to bounce anymore. Now we just need to shoot the disco ball. And there we go. That's fizzy.
Good fun.
Yeah, that fight went pretty smooth. And there he goes.
Well done.
Yeah. There we go.
There goes the procedure.
Okay. Bomb delivery when we go.
Hey, Norton. Fixed your radio for you.
About to get another mission.
What? You're alive? I'm not gonna lose to a blimp. That'd be humiliating.
Well, my troop thanks you for your service. Goodbye.
Wait. You'll let me know if you find Brill Cream, right?
Oh, yes, Brill Cream, of course. We'll keep looking for it. Thank you again.
Hey, it's Sam. Come back to
Now
our
we just
base.
run around and
There's
we're
someone
waiting
here
for
that wants
the.
to talk with you. And she's kind of cute.
We're right there.
Good job, Sam.
Sam.
My name is Forkin.
Hey, sorry about that whole banished from the troop thing.
It's for the best. Troop Master Norton is a bad guy. Even though he says he's trying to find Brill Cream, he's not. I overheard him whisper something about Troop Master Brill Cream at the hot dog factory.
I hear this Brill Cream guy is really smart.
He's a genius.
A genius that might be trapped in a hot dog factory?
I'm worried. He's been missing for a couple of weeks.
We'll find him.
You mean I'll find him?
Be trapped in a
Someone
hot dog
has to
factory.
stay
That's
here
delicious.
and comfort for Kim.
Right.
Good job, Sam.
Keep up the good work, Sam.
Very smooth.
I mean, think about it, infinite food.
Okay, so here we go. Straight to bomb delivery 2. We finally unlock our last movement style, which is the slam bounce, which might not happen right this second. But
I'm gonna call it the slam jam. Is that
there
a
we
good
go.
name for it?
Yeah, so, well, they call it the slam bounce. So, we finally have a new type of human enemy, which is just a grenade launcher. Honestly, the human enemies are the easiest by far.
Yeah, all the pieces are starting to add up. The bounce explosions and the slam bounce. That's, is that actually going to combine on each other?
No, because the bouncing is actually like bouncing off something. So, yeah, I haven't unlocked it quite yet.
That'd be great though. You could just be a walking explosion.
Yeah, so here we go. 2 items, and then finally.
A troop leader's hat. Seems like something a troop leader would wear.
That could be Brill Cream's. He was
So we're just kind of
always wearing his
ignoring
hat.
everything here.
I'm convinced. Either Brill Cream is here, or he was here. You should check inside the factory.
So the factory's locked,
Cranes have keys?
and there's a crane which has keys.
What would Batman do?
Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you.
Probably read this
Oh,
note
thanks.
out loud.
Yeah.
Meet me in the park.
Are we able
for
to
a
like quickly
picnic.
possess?
I love you.
No, we'll just yeah, we can just leave the. Actually, I'll just.
Guess I'm going to the park to look for
Okay.
some keys. And maybe even have a date.
1 second. Okay. Whoops.
Sorry about that, guys.
Watch out. Sorry about the mic sound.
It's okay. We're good. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Thanks. So we're out here in bomb delivery 3 looking for keys.
Okay, I found the picnic site. Looks like the crane guy either turned OD or was mauled. Damn, I need those keys to the crane.
If we're lucky, he turned OD. Go kill some and see if any of them have the key.
Scroll a little.
Ah, that's what I need. Fisco box.
Scroll locks.
Okay. So here we're just. Okay, cool. So we just need to blow up this stuff here. Yet again, the quickest way to kill them is definitely the slam attack, but we'll do whatever we need to do. Now there's some gunkers. Basically, they just throw a few waves of enemies at you, and once I find out where those gunkers are, never mind, there's the hooker. And that's really what I'm waiting for. Come on. And there we go, up to level 4. And the keys. So you don't want to move right away. You need to wait until the objective marker appears to challenge travel back. Okay, there we go. So if you actually travel too early, it'll make you go all the way back, re-kill them, and then re-get that, which is not very fun. So here we're just gonna skip all this. Over the crane. Start it up. Purposely break that. And now we just have a little bit of a thing, as it turns out we broke the overcharge. So what better to do than use this crane to just crush everything.
Better crush those OD before they turn into poppers.
So now there's like, yeah, we're basically playing a crane game that involves smashing. So you can, there are little things you can do faster. Like for example, you know, there's one place where you can kind of get a little bit of speed is by if you manage to kill like one as they turn into a popper right near a group of a bunch of other people, it will kill them a little bit faster. So that wasn't ideal, there were a couple individual ones. And here we go. Hooker. Who we will just crash into a rubble. Yeah, this is definitely not workplace compliant. Yeah, and then the nice thing is on the way up you can actually move it through enemies, which generally the other ones are too close to the ground, but the Herkers are normally high enough off the ground that you can kind of move it into them. That'll do a little bit of damage. Yet again, this isn't something that normally you can fail, really. It's just how long it takes.
Double kill.
And there we go.
Overkill.
They're all dead, smash through the wall.
All those soda cans.
Found a note from Brill Cream. It's dated 2 weeks ago.
What does it say?
It says hot dogs spoiled.
Just get some.
To meet
So there we go. Here's the slam bounce that we've now unlocked. So that just is really good for getting vertical height.
For more clues. I knew Norton was involved somehow.
Considering we had that tower to climb earlier, I'd say that's a good upgrade.
Yeah. Points challenge 3 is where we go next.
Troop Master Norton.
Hey, Norton. How's that search for Brill Cream?
Yeah, I may need the brightness turned up a little.
Not good. I believe it's time to call it off.
Not yet. I'm following up on Ali.
There we go.
Forkim just left. She said those smoke
Yeah, I was gonna
signals
say
at
the
train
brightness
station
may need
could
to
be
go up a
Brill
little.
Creams. But I saw a bunch of
That's great,
scabs
thanks.
going after her. You gotta get up there.
Wait here.
Okay, so here we go.
I'm trying to contact Forkim, but her phone is dead. Oh, I hope she's okay.
She probably turned her phone off. Either that or she's sick of your constant texting. Did she at least go armed?
She's always prepared. She had a baseball bat and a book on how to tie knots.
Clever girl.
Whoops. One floor a little too low.
Looks like a whole scab legion is up.
Hey, I'm assuming that's you downstairs.
Yes, it's me. Being me.
Being me, and by being me, we mean
You're a very good distraction.
ignoring all
The
enemies.
scabs are leaving the platform.
Okay.
This is my chance to rescue Brill Cream.
So we're just basically coming up here.
No.
And it turns out it's a trap. Honk honk. Hello, Mr. Goose. So there's Thruster Train. There's really nothing too special here.
Still boost.
Yeah, this is basically a rails. Like, you need to go a certain distance before you can actually kill the train. So basically what we're just doing here is shooting its thrusters.
Need to get a beat on those thrusters.
So see, go in there, breaks that, and yet again, just slowly. Oh, that wasn't ideal.
At least you're able to bounce back on there.
Yeah, save that.
I assume 4 Kim is in another car?
Correct. Actually, I don't know. I want to go check the wreckage.
Oh god.
Can I suplex the train? Unfortunately not. I really wish you could. You know, they spend enough time paying homage to different stuff in this game. Surely they could provide homage to train suplexing. That was a balloon I didn't need. So here, see, like as you can see, I actually am not damaging it. There we go. So that's basically that released. You can do it. I know, right? There's a lot of violence here. It's a little mature rated. So it turns out. Okay. Nasper, can you go to chat quickly?
Brill Cream is in a garbage truck, but they didn't know where.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Nasper's got it. Just go to the go behind.
Back to our base, I might be able to figure out a way to track it down.
Okay, cool. I'm on my way.
No, just time out.
How do we communicate with Sam when neither of us is holding a phone?
You know, technology.
Technology.
Let's not complicate things by poking holes in the way we deliver the story, okay?
Oh, okay then. I'm gonna go back to the base and be magically gone by the time you have control.
Fine by me. That's not weird at all.
Hey, man, I found a new place to set up shop. More square footage, better feng shui. Come on over.
Okay, I need to fast travel to the diner. Yeah.
Hey, man, I found a new place to set up shop. More square footage, better feng shui. Come on over whenever you get a chance.
Got enough toilet paper.
I learned a few other things while I was in.
What do you think of the place? Don't worry, you can still go back to the brewery if you want. But this base will let us brew some new amps. I installed another vat, so make sure you check in on both vats often. It's not my job.
Yeah.
We got ourselves a nice corner spot here, but that means we'll need to protect the base from 2 angles. Like I said, we got 2 vats now, which means
Yeah, well, we got some applications and stuff. Unfortunately, in Asper, we're using his computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun game. So here we go. Here's another night special. So what I'm actually gonna do is swap this trap with this pyro trap right here, which is pretty much the only trap I will use throughout the whole thing. So, just enjoy the music. Yet again, another night defense. Hepcats, yeah. So you can just go straight down to the Brill Cream. Yeah, because there's really nothing special here.
It's just defend the area.
Yep. So one weapon we actually now have is this Murderang. Very important weapon. This is so it's basically a boomerang. The most important thing about it is that it does a ton of damage against the robots. So this is one of our most important late game weapons that we really need because
you're just gonna spam that. there's just no question that's really useful for just space out enemies.
Yeah, so it's good. It doesn't do as much damage against like some of the other types of enemies, but it's still a very useful. Like this is the AoE weapon. So it's also one that we want to level up as quick as possible.
And that's what you're doing in this mission.
Yeah, the main one I want to level up here is the Murderang.
It seems like it reloads on that too.
Yeah, because so it's a boomerang, so the weapon, like the ammo returns to it. So sometimes the ammo doesn't properly return to it, but that's fine. You'll get more ammo eventually. Oh, and now I'm out of ammo. Okay. Hit again. So what I'm going to do here is I'm finally going to use this pyro trap.
Can you make an amp to make amps faster, or is that like asking a genie for more wishes?
And what this does is it basically just shoots fire. It's a useful trap because A, it gives you something to bounce on automatically, takes up some space so they can't completely swarm around, but also shoots a lot of fire, which lets you not have to worry as much about it. Okay, let's so as you can see, at level 4 already, it takes care of it very quickly. So here's an example of the pyro, which yet again I will just do because it also helps me just not have to worry about being everywhere at once. So yeah, as you can see, this just
the more damage you can swing out at
probably takes care of it.
And the Murderang is pretty good for that because you can just fire them and go somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, so here I want to also use up the weapon, not just because I want to level up the Murderang, which I've now leveled up, but also because I want to get a lot of automatic weapon badges. The reason for this is because I want to eventually grab automatic weapon damage. I don't care as much about the ammo, I care more about the damage, which will yet again make some of the later fights immensely faster. When you can take care of a ton of Physco at once with just a couple of passes of this Murderang. Oh, looks like they broke through. Okay. And yeah, like you have so much health that it's very hard to lose these. You really have to not be paying attention to lose most of them. There's only one of these that I would consider somewhat difficult, and that's the last one, just because the condition's a little different, and it's easy to kind of get overwhelmed if you don't know what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah, basically, the main focus is just focus and just shoot at things. That's really what you're supposed to do. What expects you.
Okay. So we have some new amps, but we're not going to equip them yet, because we're going to do our menuing a little bit later. And basically, we're waiting for a package to
Track
arrive.
down that garbage truck and find Brill Cream. Go pick up the analog hacker I sent your way.
And here it comes. Special delivery.
Yep, there we go.
Forkim and I
Special
worked
delivery.
through the night on this. It's pretty brilliant if you ask me.
Oh, right. So anyway, we need you to get to a satellite dish nearby. We'll explain on the way. The satellite dishes are the best tool to help us find Brill Cream.
Right. You see, by using the dishes, we can triangulate his last known position.
You know, our troop has a monthly T hunt, which stands for Transmitter Hunt, where someone sets up a transmitter in the forest. Then we all walk around with parabolic receivers.
Whoops, that's no idea.
You plot the position of the transmitter by triangulating two vectors to the source.
So unfortunately my damage is a little low here because I don't have a lot of ammo. There we go.
Stop before one of you has a nerdgasm. I'll use the dishes to find the missing dude.
We only have
You can't
3
expect
now.
me to listen to
Where's
your
the other
public
one? They
radio
get
show
lost
about
to
it.
eternity.
Okay, so here, see, as you can see, you're supposed to run all the way around, but slam bouncing jumps you right to the top. I'm gonna break this just to get a little more ammo.
Okay, you're patched in.
Yeah, getting more ammo for that murdering is really
Yeah, and another thing is that as you,
because they eventually come back to you, but you know.
yeah, it does come back. But the other thing is, as you level it up, you actually get more ammo for it too. So that's another reason you want to level up weapons that you use a lot.
Son of a beeswax! I will twist off his tiny little...
Okay, sounds like it's working. Aim around and listen for the trucks beeping. Hold on.
14,100,012, Mississippi. 14,100,013,
Need to wait for this to finish.
Mississippi.
This is
Yes! I'm recording the vector of your dish.
this is Sunset Overdrive.
Bisco, backtraced our hack.
It is a speed run.
With that jammer active, we'll never be able to triangulate Brill Cream's position with a second satellite dish.
I think I started running the wrong way.
You have to destroy that jammer.
I'm supposed to that way. So it doesn't show you there's a jammer coming in, which you need to go break. And now, ideally, if I ran in the correct direction, I would have been there as it landed.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, we've got one angle, but we need to narrow it down. Head to the other dish marked on your map.
Why don't I just follow the...
No, that's not how triangulation works.
Better listen to her. She can be...
What?
Right. All
There we
the
go.
time.
No, it's a Insomniac.
I'm telling you. Hey, look at them.
Okay, so we just have it here. Let him whistle.
I don't know how you lasted so long.
Insomniac makes so many nice games.
Yeah, they make a lot of nice games.
Or take it over.
Do what you want with me, but leave my troop alone. They're good kids.
I got the second vector. Uploading the coordinates
Whoops.
to your phone.
Okay, now I want to challenge travel to One-Handed Dragon.
Oh yeah, that's how triangulation works. You basically make 2 points to find the third point of a triangle.
Yeah,
And that basically lets you find the position of some place.
it's just science.
Actual science in the video game. Who would have known?
Okay, so our job.
Let's talk this over, son.
So right now, Brill Cream's just being crushed to death in a crusher. So we're gonna go ahead and kill some enemies.
I'd say Gert. Or he's about to?
Yeah, he's in the process of slowly being crushed. There we go.
Hey, Brill Cream, I'm here to save you.
That is very kind of you. But I'm waiting for my troop to save me. I think it would be a good team building experience.
You know what?
Listen, you
your
mental
words.
patient. Kim sent me to get you out.
Well, Kim has always been a great troop member.
I can see the one person kind of clipping into the trash there.
Okay, I'm ready to be saved now.
All it took was it to be set on fire.
Anything liquid, hurry!
Damn it.
Anything liquid? Sure, we'll throw some liquid gasoline at him. Maybe
Yeah.
that'll help.
And it'll go away.
Please play dead on the fire.
Well, how would I know? I've never been burned alive before.
And so we're gonna put it out with overcharge cans.
Oh, I can tell where this is coming.
And I need another keg.
Oh, so we're just gonna explode stuff near the truck.
Let's put it at the fire.
Just put out the fire, let's explode it some more. Ironically, it doesn't catch fire from your explosions, because you know that's how plot works.
Yep. So now we just need to kill a handful of enemies. Continue building up our automatic badges. Okay.
Oh, the truck's rolling now.
Yep. So what we're gonna try and do is...
Oh, it's driving all on its own. How convenient.
Well, it's mostly just falling.
Yeah, it's falling and turning.
Yes, exactly where we need it to. I'm coming, hold on. As you can see, I'm just standing on it.
We're rolling down a small slope.
Yep, and now we just ride it to completion. So here I'm going to take out the TNT because I need it for the next fight. So I'll just give this guy a shot.
Please don't be dead.
Boom. And now we'll see how many of the enemies
That's
are.
the most convenient truck rolling I've ever seen.
Yep. And here we go. Here's Brill Cream.
And he's lacking.
Yep, just a couple of them.
Worthy of a fine survivalist. Perhaps you would like to join my troop.
I'm not wearing a sash.
Well, your skills are top-notch. I would like you to escort me to my troop.
Sure.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to make it there himself.
Headquarters, quickly.
So you're going to carry him.
Like the legend you
Those
are.
creatures are coming this way.
Yep.
How long were you trapped in there?
16 days, 20 hours, 8 minutes.
It's kind of amazing.
So yeah, somehow.
Wait, somehow we skipped 16 days ahead of time?
No, he's been missing for a while. Whoops.
Oh, so this is the actual guy.
Yeah, this is Brill Cream right here. We finally found him.
Trouble? I grind over with some guns and kill all the trouble.
So now we're gonna go talk to Norton, who said he was missing. But hey, look, we found him.
You found the actual Norton.
Yeah. There's a lot of questions of how he did it.
We've been looking everywhere.
One of my guesses is I need to see this. If you look at this video right here, I cannot tell if those are actual arms and legs or mechanical arms and legs, but I like to believe they're actual arms and legs, and he basically just survived by eating his own arms and legs. That's not necessarily confirmed, but it's canon in my own mind. Which you could argue could actually have been the case. I know, they talk about a true survivalist. So, he's drinking that overcharge can. Of course, if a normal person drank it, he would just kind of turn into a regular OD guy. But he's evil, and he did it on top of a dragon. So therefore, we have our second boss.
Oh, wow. Very convenient.
Yes.
Giant Overdrive Dragon.
Yep. Norton Dragon.
Norton Energy Virus just got a virus.
Yep, and he's got Brill Cream. So we kind of need to go save him.
I better take that thing down before it eats the rest of the group. If I grind on his back, I can stab him in the head.
So what we want to do is grind on the back and smack him in the head. We need to do this 3 times. The first time it's super easy. The next 2 times it gets a little more difficult because spikes come off his back.
Shoot the spikes on his back.
So we use the TN Teddy. Whoops. Since what that does is it takes care of a lot of the. Yes, get up on the Hydra's back. So.
Who's Zeus now, huh?
Yeah.
Zeus now.
Oops.
Of course he grew more spikes. Guess I'll just have to
Get to his head before he grows more spikes.
Alright, this is a little inconvenient. Keeps. Yeah, should have been all of them, and there we go. Bang!
Wow. Right in the
And that did it. Right in the head. And there's broken.
Just smacking the camera.
Yeah. And there we go. That's the mission.
Oh.
For Kim, I want to thank you for your loyalty and persistence. Your character and actions are worthy of commendation.
Thank you, sir.
As for your friend,
You can keep your commendation. I just want you to tell me how to get out of this city.
that is a difficult proposition. Fisco has blocked all exit routes.
Bomb Delivery
afraid
5 is our
there is
next
no
challenge
escape.
travel.
Seriously? Fuck!
You can just basically go to the King's Feast.
I need a pencil.
Okay.
Paper.
I like the comments here. It's just like struggling with pencil. I'm sorry, he obviously isn't struggling with this pencil. If he's able to create a full set of boat plans with a pencil in his mouth, that is not struggling.
Better than that. He's gonna give you a way out of the city.
Yeah.
Is it actually the way out of the city, or?
Well, that's what he claims. So
So one thing you should
now
know
it's
about
time
this guy,
to.
Ignatius, he's a hardcore LARPer.
What the hell is a LARPer?
2 hours and you want me to go get instant tunes quick?
I'm good.
Go out to the woods and yell lightning bolt at each other.
Oh gosh, that was.
Fulfillment, and it's a lot cooler than that, but yes.
So here we go.
Okay, so he's a LARPer. What?
And now we are introduced to our third faction, the Fargarths.
Oh hey, Smash Bros. Gasp.
Actually, would you be able to fill this up with water?
Oh sure.
That'd be great, thank you.
I'm looking for Ignatius.
Here comes the lightning bolts.
That's half full.
Yeah, I think they recently went and filled it up too. Hardcore right there, my favorite character, who you don't get to see enough of in the main story. He has a whole side mission, side quest after him. That's some deadly arrows right there.
I call a truce, or timeout, or whatever.
Do you wish to swear fealty to the king?
Yeah, fealty. Let's do it.
Proceed to the altar. On bended knee. Do you swear by the old
thank you.
gods and the new to serve
Sounds good,
King
thanks.
Ignatius?
Gotta stay hydrated.
Wait, that's Ignatius?
Do you swear fealty?
Yeah, by all the gods and trees and wizards and stuff. Is my quinceañera over now?
You may rise.
I like how 75% of the room is a
I'm not a
Slugfest.
doctor, but
Eh,
is the king
that's what happens when you're here at 6:47 in the morning.
Spirits that afflict him.
I
I'm not
sense some epic
surprised.
missions in my
Also,
future.
shout outs to everyone who's actually decided to stay up here and watch us at this
Yeah.
time.
My name is Wendy.
Exactly.
And I'm
Real
the only
legends.
one around here
There you
that's
go.
not living in a 12th century
Yeah,
fantasy.
indeed. Always
So
staying
listen,
hydrated.
Ignatius is sick, for real. He
Nothing
needs
but water.
21st century food
Even
and
if you're
medicine.
watching while
Got it.
just
Real
falling
food
asleep,
and
that's
medicine
fine
and
too.
maybe a shrink dressed as a
We
cleric or
understand.
something.
Seriously, he needs your help. I'm worried for him.
So here we go. We're starting this mission.
Oh, we're playing some b-ball, huh?
I don't know. I'd have to check. I haven't looked through some of the side actresses and actors.
I'm just like, look at this, and everything just screams Quidditch.
Well, it's just classic medieval times.
Yeah.
There, we will gather our victuals.
Sure thing, bub. Lead the way.
So, at the start of this mission, we will go and buy the only weapon we buy this game,
Gotta poke at the LARPers, huh?
which is the turret copter.
Turret copter? Oh,
But I guess
boy.
So this weapon is useful because
Bye.
Ah, a quest.
it does a lot of the work for you without needing to do anything.
So it's basically free damage while you do other
King
things.
Ignatius has not
Yeah.
eaten since our stores of ragweed
Well,
expired.
time for some
You
weapon
guys have
switching.
been
then.
eating weed? That explains a lot. Listen, edibles can mess you up. You
So
gotta be careful.
this is another weapon that we're going to want to spend some time leveling up.
On a traditional meal.
So here we go.
The sales hall.
And I enjoy that. That's
This is literally one of the best hairstyles. It fits the game perfectly.
yeah, that's I enjoy that as a that's what I'll think of him now. So here we're gonna go forward a little bit. Summon the cave trolls. So yet again, this is just basically an extra source of damage.
Bounce explosions.
So I haven't built up enough style yet for that to happen.
Yeah. If only you did though, that would be awesome.
So yet again, here we go. Got some more ammo so I can use a little more of it up here.
Looks like trouble ahead. A horde of goblins are attacking those brigands. What should we do?
Nice. I mean,
So you can have up to 3 summoned at once. And there we go, there's the fire.
a hell of a fight. You guys are hardcore.
Murder rings and helicopters and
continue to the
your
forest to
gun.
fuck
You're
all
all
of ya.
set, man.
Our
Yeah.
king sickens by the minute.
So now we just kind of wait for them here. And we're about to hit another auto-scroller. So there's a few of them in this game. Which yet again is one of those things which makes it, you can never have too many auto-scrollers, right? It's something like cutscenes that you can't skip.
At least you get to do fun things while doing it.
Yes.
At least you actually get to participate.
And you can get some use out of it because you can still level up your weapons, and that will speed up the later parts of the game.
Slain whilst harvesting tree bark for our king.
You're gonna feed your king tree bark? Oh, now I get it. You hate your king, and you're trying to slowly poison him with bark soup.
Let's go get a little bit of
Tree bark is
ammo.
a staple of many a medieval diet.
You do know that all those medieval people died horrible deaths, right?
Okay, there we go. That's all filled up.
I keep forgetting.
So mostly I'm just waiting for them to start.
I'm dealing with LARPers.
And here comes the songs. Thank you, Mr. Bard.
I can smell the breath of our enemies, but a bunch of sodding.
Yes, lovely tune, quite enough, Bard. Thank
So right now I'm just building up some combo.
you. are tasked with guard
There's
duty
some,
while we perform the dangerous
well,
and
it's
honorable harvest. Do
The
not
bar over
let
there,
the goblin slay us.
style bar.
Yeah, and that's what I'm basically trying to keep this a little full. Which doesn't really matter.
I blacksmithed up some catapults. They should help in battle.
Yeah, get ready
That
for
actually
some.
looks reasonable now.
Yeah, so basically, there's 4 spots all the enemies can come from.
They come from the gutter, they come from the pit. This song
And
makes them hate us, what muggering
now we kill them.
pieces of shit.
So now they just show you how to use the catapults. I don't really use them because until the end, like you want to just kill as many of them with your own weapons for XP. You don't get any XP for killing them with the catapults. So
To the first copse of trees.
basically this is just a protection mission. Yet again, pretty much impossible to
tower
mess up.
defense.
Yeah.
Where you're just not using the towers at all.
Yeah.
So it's just defense, not tower defense.
Mhm. So what I'm going to be doing here is making ample use of both my turrets and the murdering. farming kind of both of them up
ring.
XP.
You'll get more helicopters if you get leveled up more, I guess.
Yeah, that's the
Which
key
is
part.
really good.
So see, they'll slowly make their way here. Normally just two turrets.
Definitely gonna have a nice good old play.
So I'm technically out of ammo here, but I can just get some more ammo because there's a lot of ammo around here, so you really don't need to worry about running out of ammo. So the enemies I generally want to focus down are the ones that don't die as easily and stay further away. So
I like how it's constantly reminding you to fire the catapults.
yeah, well, whenever you look at it is when it tells you to fire it, but so in this case, like if you look at how much damage it's taking from this pistol, dying very quickly.
Not gonna lie, that fact that you can just look at them and press the Y button to fire, that's really intuitive. A lot of games don't do that. A lot of games you literally have to walk over the catapult to fire it. That's really unintuitive.
Okay, so we're almost done. So I'm gonna be trying to take care of these. So here I'm actually gonna fire the catapults because you actually want to kill all these enemies as quickly as possible. Realistically, I should have had them all dead. There we go.
King's Pride! We have defeated the Skanes mates, but we must continue our harvest!
Chandler, sire, mayhap I have a word?
Silence, Anachronizer! Where be our bard?
He's dead.
Pay respects to those bards.
Can I be the new bard? I'm sick of being a smither. I want to be something more fun.
Indeed! You may play as the new bard!
Kick ass!
Lifers in a nutshell.
Commence the harvest
So
and sing loud!
here now we have a new bard who somehow managed to acquire an electric guitar. I don't know where she got this electric guitar from, but now you get a nice... Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. That's interesting.
She makes better bard than I.
Berserkers approach from the Borneberger! Help! I'm losing HP!
So now we've got the explosion. Man, I enjoy how they call everything a different, like they call them different stuff, like the berserkers or the archers.
It's just fun and silly because I like playing a couple of tabletop games, role-playing games, and it's just making me just laugh in stupid ways, even though it shouldn't.
So see, like Murderang already at level 3.
That's good.
See, there we go, level 2. I didn't get any turret ammo. That's a little awkward. Nah, I ran out of ammo. There we go. That was enough. Yeah, so here's a case where you want to fire this because where we get a lot of slowdown is that these spawn right near the end. So we need to kill these nice and quick. Which you do. Oh, and a couple more enemies spawned over here. That wasn't ideal. Okay, now we're done.
Well, I did spawn upon them this day.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally get to be godly in this game.
Yeah, you're basically a god. You can fly through the air, you can jump. That's pretty good going from a garbage man to a literal god.
Samson and the wisdom of Solomon. And the power of love. Now go feed Ignatius that bark jerky and let me know when he's conscious. I have work for him. Let us return to our king with haste.
Okay, so now I need to fast travel to a location, not a... I think so. What you want to do is you want to jump before fast traveling. 1 second. There we go. You want to jump if it's to Trupashido. You want to fast travel. You want to jump before fast traveling because otherwise you get an animation of you drinking, which is not ideal.
Hitting the spot.
What a surprise.
Unsurprising.
Okay, send a crew to meet me at the farmer's market. We'll haul back some real food.
So,
Where'd all the food go?
we're going to get some food, but
You stupid fat
pigeons ate all the food.
Why? You can get by on cigarette butts and litter. Gah!
Where is thy food you spoke of?
Fat pigeons.
Fat pigeons?
They had pigeons in the 12th century, right?
Yep. Tastes like chicken.
Many pigeons enter. Some might leave. Use the grind cookers and pyro geysers to roast
Oh, okay.
pigeons. Got a flaming compensator? That'll work too. Whip it out.
Okay, so what we do here is we need to kill 500 birds in 2 minutes. So generally what we want to do is wait for these pigeons to kind of all fly in and then jump. As you can see, that was 500 right there. Ultra pigeon combo. So generally, while I'm waiting for birds to land, I just kind of shoot in the air. Basically, we're just waiting for the pigeons to land. Pigeon combo.
Holy mega ultra pigeon combo. Super macro holy mega ultra pigeon combo.
Still waiting for some pigeons there.
God, check out that pigeon combo. You got a lot of pigeons while waiting for them. That was good.
Yeah, that was good. You definitely get the most pigeons from this. Okay, no pigeons have landed over here, so I'm just gonna forcibly trigger it sometimes.
Are the voice lines random?
Ultra microscopic silicone volcano psychedelic Niosis Supreme Maximum Ultra Combo. Ah, fuck, I forgot to say pigeon.
And there we go. You forgot to say pigeon.
Skills are legendary.
Enough of this foolishness.
Good set of combos.
To Fargothia!
With speed!
Speed. They're not fast as you though.
Brigands ahead! We cannot pass!
Looky what we have here!
So see, this is another case where just having the just having that stuff makes it so much easier. Because I just shoot 2 copters up here.
They shoot it for you.
And then just pick out enemies. Alright. There we go.
They didn't get your vision for using. That's all.
Yeah, that's their job.
It's their job to talk.
See,
about
here's the thing: if you also go too fast, you'll lose them. Like that's basically what we're doing. We're farming for XP.
This game loves to be super meta on itself.
Yeah.
Thank you,
You say the beast attack. The beast did not
Our
attack.
journey is in danger. We must fight to save the king's feast.
You know, whenever someone says thank you,
A raid boss.
We must protect the king's feast.
you want to hear the joke?
Sure.
Whenever someone says thank you, Captain Obvious, I say you're welcome, Sergeant. You're welcome, Sergeant Sarcasm.
Okay, so right now we're out of turret ammo. Smash up cars are very bouncy. They have amazing properties in this.
And yeah, that joke, it tends to make people pretty upset.
Okay, come
I
on,
can't
speed up,
imagine why.
speed up a little. So I need to come over here to get some ammo.
We are ambushing.
Evil blocks our path.
So here we go. I'm gonna shoot 1 turret here, 1 turret here.
Your advertisement. Yeah, I don't think there'll ever be an advertisement there.
I'm hungry, damn it. These knaves are not invited to our feast.
So there's actually like a collectible in quotations about defacing all those advertisements. So now I'll just jump under because okay. And that's victory. And we're done.
King Ignatius, eat, so you may be reborn.
That's a very appealing sound right there.
Gutter chicken. I'm out of here.
Our king sleeps peacefully. You have done well, my lord. We are forever indebted. Perhaps you would like to share in the king's feast?
Yeah, no, thanks. I think I'd rather eat bark.
I wouldn't. I'm sure that would be delicious.
Tastes like chicken, man.
Our king
Yeah.
suffers from Satan's fire.
You mean he has a fever?
We know
I mean,
not how to.
why
Oh,
would
there
you
goes
want an ultra pigeon?
there goes the car alarm again. Oh man, haven't
Yeah, sorry, I don't
haven't
know
heard that in a while. I think we just need to take inspiration from this and go jump around on the car outside.
Until it stops beeping.
Yeah.
That might just make it beep more, but who knows?
Okay, so challenge traversal challenge 10. And now we're going to do, just 1 second, keep it there for 1 second. I just need to, so I'm changing Epic Amp to Chance of Lightning. And now I'm changing, there's Grind Style for automatic weapon damage. And then also, where was it? And upgrade all badges. Which I'm going to hold the capacity ones. Okay, there we go. For some reason I thought there was more stuff. Yeah.
Oh, you're at the harbor. Okay.
Yeah.
Pharmaceutical shipments. Perfect. There's gotta be some cold medicine or something for Ignatius around here.
Should get 10 cameras?
Unauthorized
yeah.
access attempted. All Fisco trucks now in lockdown. Fisco security force in route.
You would rather eat a cinder block that's on fire. That's nutritious, man.
Yeah, that sounds healthy. So here we go. We have a new type of enemy, the bomb bot. These things can be kind of annoying.
We luckily have the weapon to deal with them.
I bet he died. So what I actually want to change to here is the murderang, because it takes care of all the enemies that aren't the bomb bots super fast, and it takes care of the bomb bots pretty fast. So and it bounces between them, which is nice. So here we go. So I no longer explode when I bounce. I now shoot lightning bolts around me.
It's even better. It's more fun than exploding in the bounce. Now you just basically have Thor just shocking everything in resistance.
Okay, so here we go.
What do we have in here? Plan A, the night before the morning after pill. Nope, that's not gonna help a fever. Ritalin fits. Ritalin for babies. It was just a matter of
Ritalin for babies. What a thing. Okay. And here we go. Physitussin.
Finally, something that'll cure a fever.
Hey, it's Wendy. So, I hear you're out gathering medicine for Ignatius?
Yeah, actually I just found some. I'm on my way back now.
You need to make a
We'll
stop.
confirm how many,
I'll meet you at the park.
there we go, yeah, see I'm at 14 cameras.
For getting more drugs?
Okay, so we're going to the park now.
Oh, Wendy, speaking of Wendy, they could probably go for some Wendy.
Well, it's closed now.
Yeah, it'll go.
Unfortunately.
That's because Wendy's here and not over at Wendy's.
Yeah.
It gets grosser. Take off all your clothes.
Whoa.
Here you go. Whoever at the start of the game was asking for the nudity, this is the most you're gonna get out of it.
Treated using 12th century medicine, which means bloodletting.
I think I see where this is going.
You need to strip to your undies and walk through the pond to collect leeches.
Fuck that. Alright. So it's just your average picnic in the park then?
I mean, he's more or less a god in this game, so he'll be fine.
I feel ridiculous.
Here we go. Look at that fine
This is gonna
body.
be so.
Okay.
Yep. And now we go walk through and collect leeches on our body.
Try a different pond. I think you sucked all the leeches out of that one.
Yeah, by just walking a couple of feet, yeah.
Yep. These ponds are not very safe if there is this many leeches in them.
Yeah, leeches in real life are a big problem, don't?
Ooh, that looks painful.
Only in certain specific parts.
Just one last thing. You need to drink the whole bottle of Physotussin.
The whole bottle? Why?
We need to saturate the leeches with medicine. That way, when we attach them to Ignatius, the medicine will transfer to his bloodstream.
I don't think that's how leeches work.
Oh, so you're a leech expert now.
Hey, I don't see you stripping down, so at least let me run my mouth a little if I'm gonna get so
So, yep, the little god now covering himself in leeches and drinking a whole bottle of cough syrup. If you have a friend who's stuck in medieval time, you too can cover yourself in leeches and drink a whole bottle of cough syrup. Thank you, Mr. Car Alarm.
You're not looking so good. Are you okay?
Kids, don't drink too much cough syrup.
So
If the whole point of this was to not do it, this game did a really bad job at trying to convince people not to do it.
I'm still going.
Where's Wendy?
Let's play tag. Come on, catch me.
The fuck? I'm in the wrong burrito right now.
This is lame. How can we make it better?
Like, that's fair.
Hey, let's play the floor is lava.
Yep.
Okay, calm down. This is all in your mind. None of this is real. Oh my god, I'm covered in leeches.
You're moving too slow.
Saying that to a speedrunner is not a good thing to do.
Universe is inside me.
Hope you don't mind. I invited some friends
Spooky warning here, by the way. This is very spooky.
Scary skeleton.
Isn't this fun?
It's not.
Some more. Follow me.
Yeah, sorry if that scared anyone.
Hey, by the way, remember, guys, don't do drugs.
First you get the leeches,
Stay in
then you
school.
drink them.
Why are you so slow?
I'm a doctor, not a shadow.
This is boring. Let's go play somewhere else.
What? Yeah, I can feel that.
Was that the ninja cheerleader?
I feel it too.
I take it back. Mr. Tussin is awesome.
Come on.
Are you gonna go get a 50?
Hey, Fizzy, have you met my
I think it's more like get a coffee.
Oh, please give us.
Hurry up. We have more games to play.
Unless they only have old fashioned, then please. No Timbits is better than only plain old fashioned.
Hurry up. Don't make me angry.
Drinking electric androids.
Come on. Hurry.
Are you actually going to do this?
Nah, there was a during the Ghoulies run. If you missed that earlier, it was like the plain, unglazed, old-fashioned. That's all that Tim Hortons has. They got 20 of those. They are completely tasteless, and I would go as far as to say the worst Timbit.
Some people like those.
Hey, if you like them, that's cool. All I'm saying is you're wrong. So right now we're ending our drug-fueled escapade by firing our gun in the sky like a true American at what you think is a bunch of balloons.
Ooh, that
but is
triple.
realistically
Oh,
nothing.
baby, a triple.
Yeah, glazed is definitely glazed is definitely where it's at.
Why don't we just get like a? Why don't we just like go there and ask for like a whole box of glazed?
Make it quick.
No, there's definitely like sour cream glazed, solid flavor, definitely up there.
You are a hero to Fogger.
Oh, yeah, I also like the birthday cake ones. Those are
Yeah, those ones are solid.
You can take a look at this postulant growth I have on my.
No, I only work on kings. Sorry.
Yeah, there's I bet you're a person who also doesn't like pineapple on pizza. Pineapple on pizzas are also solid. I may have lost some other people from that, so if our viewership drops, I apologize for such bold opinions.
Chandler made me do it.
Remember, no
I didn't
major
wanna be the new
opinions.
bard anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Step forward, knight.
So let me just confirm at the top here. Yeah.
You brought me back
I need to
from
fast travel to the
death's
harbor.
cold door, and now I must grant you a boon.
Look, this guy Brill Cream, he said you could build me a boat. I don't know if that's the same as a boon, but
Leave the plans with me. I will study them. Return on the morrow, and I shall give further counsel.
Okay, so we're fast traveling to the harbor. So this is the drinking animation that you get whenever you're standing still.
Oh, hey, don't worry. I haven't been drinking at all. Just come back to the base. You're gonna like what I've got.
Come back, man. We got amps to cook.
Come on.
Security cameras.
Come on. Let me start the mission.
The ship may not be seaworthy anymore,
You have
but
to
it looks
stand
like
directly
the
in
engine
front
still
of me.
works. We can use that to take
Yeah.
our amp making operation
I know,
to
it's
the
like
next level.
enjoy whatever pizza you want. You want to put peanut butter on your pizza? Peanut butter cream cheese pizzas are pretty solid.
Hey, I like pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, pineapple on pizza is great. Pineapple bacon, very solid. Pineapple ham. You know, getting a Hawaiian pizza in Canada. I always enjoy that.
I've had red peppers on my pizza before. That's great.
That's good. Chicken red pepper is solid.
Red pepper.
Honey pizza.
Honey? Oh,
Yeah,
that's a nice
I've
one.
actually,
I've never tried
I actually went to a place recently that did a spicy sausage and honey pizza, which was absolutely delicious.
Oh yeah, there is also the time where I tried a spinach cheese pizza. Like spinach isn't like necessarily my favorite thing, but I thought
Spinach on a pizza is solid. The best, in my opinion, the best frozen pizzas are the Dr. Oetker pizzas, which have like a spinach or a mushroom pizza or ones with meats on top. Delicious thin crust pizza.
Ooh, nice.
Banana does not go on pizza? If you do like a dessert pizza, you could argue that would go in there. I would never put banana on a regular pizza like with tomato sauce, but a dessert pizza, I can see it.
Banana peanut butter whipped cream pizza as a dessert pizza. That'd be pretty cool. Just imagine
So here we go. As usual, just leveling up. Weapons is another night defense.
So yeah, welcome to Napa, North American speedrun, and North American pizza assembly. So all we do is talk about pizza while playing games really quickly.
Okay, I've got one automatic badge. Ideally, I want at least one more. That's good. Come on. Oh, I'm a little stuck.
That's actually the first time I've seen you actually get stuck somewhere. 12 person or one bouncing gun. Now those lifeboats, I can understand them being bouncy, but cars?
Hey, cars are pretty bouncy. Like,
Yeah, that's cool to do. We will see how.
yeah, like, have you ever jumped on a car before? I probably wouldn't recommend it, but
I have never.
they've got a good bit of bounce to
I've wiggled the car
them.
back and forth before.
Yeah, see, they got a bit of a bounce to them.
When I was like
Hmm?
this. Make peace
The
over
Napa.
delicious pies, yes.
Okay, so here we go. No. Okay. So what I do here is I shoot this up because this guy spawns and then immediately takes a whole bunch of turret to the face. Is basically a third of the way dead before yeah, taken care of very quickly. Oh boy, our vat's already under attack. That is not a good start.
Well, cooked banana tasted too. I need to give that a try someday.
Can we make peace over delicious pies? Like, there are definitely some delicious pies out there. I'm interested to know what your opinion on some good pies are.
Like mine?
Yeah. What's your favorite pie flavor?
I'd say pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin? That's
I love
that's an interesting choice.
Like apple pie is nice, but pumpkin pie.
The personal favorite is definitely strawberry rhubarb. #1 flavor.
Ooh, interesting. My family really likes rhubarb pie.
Yeah.
I cannot understand rhubarb pie. I don't really.
Yeah, see, rhubarb on its own, that's just okay. It's the strawberry where it really brings it in.
The blueberry pie is really good too. I don't know why. And then there's some people who like the blackberry pie. Ooh, chicken pot pie. That's awesome.
Chicken pot pie, that's okay.
I'm okay. I'm more than okay with chicken pot pie. That's great. Oh, there's also turkey pie. Turkey pie is pretty nice too. It's like turkey pie is like having a Thanksgiving dinner in pie. It's great.
Okay, let's see. Got a lot of enemies coming from over this way. Let's
Shepherd's
give a
pie
couple
is also
turrets.
awesome.
Shepherd's pie, I do enjoy. That's a nice pie right there.
What about pizza pie? It still is a pie.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, let me look at. So I need to do some amp roll to air power. Winners coming to murdering, stun rounds, turret-copter, overdrive upgrade. So got some infant pot pie. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, dog.
You mean, why would you put infants in a pot?
That's true. They're much better on their own. Okay, so air power. We got
rice pudding pie. Oh yeah, that is also really good. Rice pudding pie.
Now overdrive, we want to upgrade weapon damage and weapon damage.
Rice and pudding go really well together.
So now we're going to Fargathia. I think I got everything there. Cool. Yeah, the one benefit, even though as much as people complain about like a lot of gluten-free stuff, is that at least the hype of everyone wanting gluten-free stuff means that people who actually are gluten intolerant can get decent options. Still, generally, I wouldn't find it better than anything it's trying to imitate that has gluten in it, but compared to probably what it was like 10 years ago, there's at least some improvements.
But you guys should probably have guns.
Nay. We shall not besmirch our honor with such sorcery.
These sorceress guns.
I am the king. By definition, everything I do is wise. Upon victory, I will construct your watercraft.
I mean, they still have pretty nice weapons.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Bows and arrows are really, like, crossbows were really powerful in the old miniatures.
Of course, compared to machine guns, questionably effective.
Yes.
Lawrence the leper?
I mean,
no
what's more satisfying than firing a giant boulder at someone's wall and making it just disappear?
That is true.
Just get to the seafront shop.
Okay, now we need to go find Lawrence the leper. Yeah, that is pretty funny. Try my gluten-free grapes.
Try
my gluten-free water.
It's already gluten-free. You only have to pay 1 cent more.
Exactly.
Oh man, the leprosy's already spreading.
You still like a glass of gluten-free water right
Yeah,
over there.
I know. I'm gonna be getting to that in a second once I talk to Lawrence the leper over here. Here we go.
Take cover, man. Hey, are you Lawrence? Lawrence the leper?
I ain't a leper. Ignatius just called
Yeah, sometimes you can find interesting replacements. Oh, we're good.
I sent you on a really fucked up mission. Where's the figurehead?
They took it, man.
That's new equipment.
No, well, it's pretty much my equipment. We're good. Yeah, he's fine. Tis but a scratch. So these enemies sufficiently frustrating. So they actually take most damage from fire. So we use the TN Teddy because it does a lot of damage to them.
It's a lot of fire.
Yes. And just a lot of damage in general.
These guys are also very mobile.
Yes, they jump around a lot, so basically the strategy is to just...
It's like having another one of you around.
Yes, they're very frustrating to deal with.
You are pretty late to the first thing, to be frank.
This should be the last one. Yeah. Okay.
What is that? A triceratops head?
I need to try and bait it over here. Oh, it jumps away. Okay, and he just dead. He jumps away over here when he dies as you go pick up the figurehead.
This is kind of cool. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Sibilance, sibilance.
Your voice is louder now, as if it already weren't.
Real quickly.
Now,
There we go.
young knight, I see you have found the figurehead.
By the way, Lawrence is dead.
Yeah, the main voice actor for the male character is Yuri Lowenthal, if I'm not
Take
mistaken.
the figurehead and hitch it to yon siegecraft. Vargas! Time to make war!
Okay.
Victory is within our grasp!
Okay, let's So basically the strat here is to try not to die, which I failed at. That was a little bold. So this is mostly just involves using this pistol to yet again try not to die. Okay. Out of pistol ammo, which is not ideal. So here, it's mostly just going around. Throw this and kill the enemies that like to hide. Oh. Come on. So it shows, because it shows the circle way over here, but you also need to take care of the enemies kind of standing around.
Yeah, but it's barricaded the whole way.
You can just skip down to the Siege to Wondertown land, just one mission.
What?
Like, I just need to see this here. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, almost at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, we're basically done. Okay, so here, our job is just to basically stop these things, which is pretty easy. I'm actually going to use this. Just takes one shot. Pretty straightforward. You just make sure this thing doesn't get destroyed. Another time where it's like, so what I want to do is I want to be timing this. You want to kind of be in the air because you need to get maximum height and then slam it down to break the, what was it called? The wall. But you can do it right as, oh, you think my turret would defend me? I guess not.
I like how when you slam down it, it creates these crack marks on the thing and then it repairs itself.
Yeah. So I'll just let these. So one of the things that are nice now with this, with the copter, is that we have stun rounds equipped now. So, oh, there we go. Let's take care of these things. So having the stun rounds equipped are nice because anything it targets will get stunned. Very useful against larger enemies. Oops,
They do more than just damage, they stun things too.
Yeah. Oops. Okay, so only one more little bit to go here. Oh wait, did I not? Well, that's awkward. I thought I'd smashed it. Just sitting there, wasting time. Okay. Just a few more enemies left. Okay.
Say my name. What name do you even have?
So now you just kind of chill. Oh, really kill this guy here. So yeah, yet again, like I'm not even really doing too much defending, and still completely, it's very, very safe.
We're getting there.
Okay, I want to get to the pistol. Okay, so this one you need to smash 3 times. And there we go. Yep. Now we're here to get his crown back. stop and pay some respects.
Be there a cleric on the field? Anyone have a healing potion? Alack, 'tis too late.
Did you just get sniped?
Blood.
Seems like it.
The king definitely just got scoped.
He got no scoped real hard.
Yeah.
What a way to go.
Just kidding, he's still alive. But now he's angry.
Give me a fucking gun!
Now apparently all it took to be willing to use guns is getting shot by one. And apparently there were just a whole bunch of them lying on the side.
Wow, how...
Nobody's been using them, but...
No, they've been right there.
Yo, if you want your stupid crown, you'll have to come and take it from me.
So here's King Scab. Oh, you don't get to see him yet.
My king, a horde of beasts approaches.
Oh, they're trying to grab him over here.
Yep.
Distract him.
They say they'll hold him. Basically, we're trying to destroy his castle. So we need to destroy his...
His castle's like the castle prop of a roller coaster. It's great.
Well, this is a roller coaster, so...
No, we won't stop that.
Oh, that was very much not ideal.
Whoa, whoa.
Okay, let's try that again. Okay.
We will never surrender.
Wow, this has been some questionably... Wow, okay, come on. There we go.
Goodbye, props.
So now he's... Okay, so we unfortunately didn't get lucky. Sometimes it just skips this part. I don't know why. There never seems to be really any rhyme or reason when you get this mission. But every once in a while, it's just like, hey, I guess you don't have to kill these things. And there's one more over here. Oh yeah, that's 3 of 3. Yeah, but sometimes you just don't have to kill them, and it just goes straight to this next part. Why that happens, I still don't know.
It's because they crash into each other sometimes.
Yeah, it's, but here we go. Yep. He hops on his angry...
You like setting fires, huh? I'm gonna burn your ass to the ground.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do here...
I don't know if he realizes, but he's making that unsafe for himself too, like burning a wooden coaster.
Yeah, this is a very strong coaster. Okay. Good, that's all I wanted. So you need to you want to be right around here when you shoot him, because you just have to like basically sit here and listen to some talking.
You just want to be around for when he comes around.
Yeah. So I want to jump up here, and here we go. Done.
Just power of the knee.
Yep. Just give him the business.
So all you have to do is just run into him with a knee, and his whole cart explodes.
Well, you had the big Triceratops head on, which really did him in.
That Triceratops has made it like adamantium or something. I'm not owl. So strong.
Yeah. Here's the crown.
There goes the car alarm again.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Car Alarm.
Shouts to car alarm.
Yep, for going off from as early as 2 in the morning all the way to now. I'm sure if anyone is sleeping right near there, they are having a miserable time.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for those people.
I woke up at around like 3. So.
Great paladin to leave us.
I slept from like 7 to 3, so I'm fine.
But if you ever need me, send a raven or something.
Go
Fear
Raven.
not, my subjects. Let us return to Vargarthia and let flow the mead.
Yay, mead.
What about my boats?
Return to our castle on the morrow. Then I shall commence shipbuilding.
Well done.
Now we fast travel to Forgothia.
Come to the base. The fleet is ready.
Yeah, he has mad healing properties.
The hell is this? These boats are just.
Whoa.
Following the plan that Master Brill Cream called for.
You shall be safe with me, matey.
Wendy?
Crying out on Bard didn't work out.
I'm just surprised nobody's went and taken a bat to the vehicle yet. Like, that's been going off since 3 in the morning.
Seek out the fiery elixirs. Throw the elixirs into
Here,
the
that's
hole.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Here we go. We'll grab 2 here. I guess I should probably do the mission.
Patch up the ship before tackling the high
Go.
seas. Grab some trash from over there. Great.
This is really awkward to do with one hand.
I started this game collecting trash. I'm collecting trash again. Maybe I'm always collecting trash.
Oh, we'll go.
Throw the trash down.
Good old Tim's, man.
Yep.
Shout out to Tim's for being just next door.
Fare thee well, Paladin.
Okay, let's go.
Songs of your
So,
but not right now.
Yeah, the armor's healed too. He just managed to fix everything. I guess his paladin, his cleric went to overtime or something.
So, there's a couple skips in this. What happens is anytime you raise a bridge, that's what it counts as your checkpoint. So you just casually... Please.
Hurry back! We're taking damage!
So basically all you do is you just ignore protecting the boat and break the stuff, get a range of the boat, and...
The boat keeps dying.
Yeah, but you don't care about the boat because the boat will just follow you magically. Now we're met to a new enemy type, which is a winger.
In the name of all that's holy, there are flying beasts in the sky.
Crap, they have wings! There be dragons! Dragons!
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Keep them away from that
Oh,
boat. Shoot them
come on, there we go.
That's what I do.
Nice.
So the nice thing is having the upgraded weapon, they just die in one shot. So here we go. Here's a slightly harder point of the skip.
Have to navigate around the island. We're under attack.
Come on.
We have sprung a leak. Top us off with some trash.
There we go.
We need you.
So now we fail. And now we're at the end.
You succeed by failing.
Yep. You skip a whole lot of this mission. So now you actually still need to finish the end of the mission, which isn't like simple in itself. The biggest part is you have to take care of these
Thematic elements.
yeah, you have to take care of these spitting enemies because they do a lot of damage to the ship. As you can see, it is already very close to dying.
Fantastic. The boys will patch us up in no time.
And you know, I think that I would maybe be thinking that the police officers would come out and try and shoot you for bouncing the guards, but considering you are literally just like shitting
So
all
we're
the
gonna go
monsters
ahead
out.
and ignore this because this ship is hurting. I gotta get some. Ooh, this is kind of scary. Ow. Oh, this is really bad. Hurry up.
Oh, you fell bed of the green box and healed magically.
Yeah, so the story is you're basically feeding it garbage.
You can't change it.
Yep. Garbage killed the ship, I guess.
Yeah, because the ship's made of garbage, so by feeding it garbage, you kill it.
I can see the ocean. We are almost free.
Yeah, so the reason you do so much damage while jumping is because we have air power, which does more damage when jumping, and as well with the pistol, you do more damage while moving. So, because of moving menace. So, we're pretty much good now. It's a little scary there for a second, but at this point, it's basically just and there we go. So dealing lots of damage. I'm good for now. Okay, so now we're just gonna kind of chill here. Don't have to be a moving menace? Yeah, I know. Well, my pistol's a moving menace.
Fisco sensors. Hopefully we'll pass undetected and float away with the rest of the trash.
No lifeboats on board. 100% waste.
Okay. I take back everything back.
So basically the strategy is there's so much garbage, it just thinks it's a junk ship with no people.
Garbage. Nothing but trash. Complete rubbish. Unwanted junk.
We get it! Jesus.
So, here we're waiting. So here's the one case where we can skip a cutscene in this game. There, literally, you can only skip one cutscene in this game, and that's because the cutscene happens after you complete the mission. So, you complete the mission, and then it shows this super long cutscene. So instead, what we just do is exit out to the main menu and restart the game. And the game doesn't put you back in the cutscene. It just goes, oh, okay, you've already completed this, so cool. Yeah, one cutscene skipped, woohoo! Thank you for skipping cutscenes. Now, if we could find a way to skip the rest of them, that would be pretty sweet. Yeah, I know, right? But isn't that cheating?
Okay, landlubber. If you want to see
Have you tried deleting System 32?
Yeah, have I just tried deleting the game?
All the content's gone. You finished in 0
Okay.
seconds, I win.
Bomb delivery 4.
I mean, that could be a legitimate category.
Oh, the mouse is in the middle of the screen. For the longest time, it wasn't.
Yeah, I remember
It wasn't there. There we go. Taken care of.
One of the meme-a-thons, I did Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories best ending.
You're just in time.
And I just
We
drag
need
it
to keep them
recycle
out of the
bin and
museum.
delete it.
Saved, yeah. Well, see, the thing is, that hasn't been showing for the longest time, and it only took quitting the game to make the mouse finally show in the middle of the.
It's like, you need like a speaker and like install it. That'd be like the best speaker.
Okay, so here we go. Now we're getting full use out of our murderang as we try not to die.
I mean, the only death we had so far is like the first one at the beginning of the game that was necessary.
Now we also had the one death in the middle too when I died really quickly, but that's fine. Overall, it's been pretty solid death-wise.
It's been a nice run so far.
Yeah, it's been pretty solid so far. Considering that this is a, de-rust run. Well, the only reason I
So
just...
you basically put a 3-minute window on a D-Rest run.
Yeah. Like, I generally find that my margin for error is not crazy high. Okay, bomb delivery
Gotta go
1.
check on Sam.
Down a bit more?
Hurry.
Yeah, sure. Okay,
where?
bomb delivery 1.
I think 2 Heroes Duty.
Yeah, that's rare now.
There we
Okay, cool.
The scroll bar is nearly at the bottom.
I know, we're almost there.
I know.
This ends here, that's the final mission.
I'm gonna miss this though. This is a great game.
Yeah, it's a fun time. Okay.
I put some Tesla traps out there. Hope it helps.
Yeah, that time loss.
Blade bots flaming up the street.
Blade bots.
Clear out those blade bots.
Let's come over here.
Wait, don't you mean south? That's an error from this line. What's the most combo you've ever gotten?
What's the highest combo?
Yeah.
So there's an achievement in this game for getting a 100 combo. It's actually not that hard to get combos because all combos do is it's just checking that you've like jumped to a different thing. So you can very easily get combos just by 1 second, there we go. Where's the other bomb bot? There we are. Yeah, you can very easily get a high combo just by jumping between 2 items back and forth. So the combo's not too hard to achieve.
So it's basically without touching the ground.
Yeah.
And I like how in a previous mission where we had the floor is lava thing, it's like telling you that the game is about not touching the ground.
Okay, unfortunately I missed him there. If you hit him with the trap, it makes that kill a lot easier.
Holy crap!
Okay.
Did you see that thing blow? That was amazing!
Don't you mean we were amazing? We just killed the big robot.
Yeah, we were amazing! I'm going to see if I can find anything interesting in the
look,
wreckage.
Sam's awesome, man.
Yeah. Okay, so now we just need to wait for the HUD to show up. The HUD did show up, and Traversal Challenge 13.
The car alarm is still going.
Yep.
I just got done decoding that data drive we got off that big Fizco mech, and it doesn't look good. There's lots of talk of an imminent threat that's going to destroy Sunset City
So now we're just wasting time.
Mysterious. Can we stop it?
That's the thing. The data is so encrypted. I haven't been able to figure out what it is.
Okay, ideally I don't die.
It's being stored somewhere inside Fizco HQ.
Then it looks like it's time for some B&E.
That's gonna be difficult, even for you. The security at Fizco HQ is super tight, but I was watching some nearby camera feeds, and I noticed someone's been getting in there at night.
Who?
I can't really tell, but they look like cheerleaders with like Day of the Dead.
Hey, we've seen them before.
Damn.
Oh
I
boy.
tracked them back to Sunset City Hospital. Try knocking?
And now here we get to meet the final faction.
Subtle.
I'm out of water. T-R-I-N. Hey. It's Las Vegas. And you just got completely crushed. Woke up in a hospital next to children.
Look who's awake. I needed a moment alone with you.
Do you think that's wise in front of the kids?
I brought you inside so you can see what Las Catrinas does here. It's important. Now you know why I won't tolerate pendejos playing games.
Okay, easy, Guantanamo.
It's Esperanza.
Look, there's bad shit coming our way. Soon. I can help you. And your kids. But first you have to get me into Fizco HQ.
There's nothing there. We checked. It's fully automated. No food or medicine.
I'm not after food or medicine.
Then you got nothing I need. Now stay away from my kids.
Okay, here's how this is gonna go. First I'll run some errands for you, then you'll like me, and then
Oh,
you'll
there
help
we
me.
go. We're at the end. We don't need to scroll anymore.
We're at the end,
Trust
man.
me.
Yeah,
Works every
4
time.
more missions. And we're done.
Now, if I were a cheerleader, what would I want? Yeah, no. Remember, these are badass assassins. Yes,
Of course.
a sword!
A sword.
Hey, poor Kim. So, I'm looking for the most badass sword in the Samurai Museum. Can you hook me up?
It's character creator. So Yeah, you have a whole bunch of facial options to choose from, and I always go with the crazy lightning hair.
In a Souls game, this isn't Souls. It's probably far from Souls, to be honest.
Yeah, but in terms of like character creation style, yeah, you can. It's much more basic than that, but.
It was in the news before all the stuff hit the fan.
Alright. Guess I'm gonna go give that Fizco exec a sword activity. This guy's a big shot. They got a fancy rooftop penthouse style.
Seems
Whole place
like
is
it.
crawling with Fizco.
So it's crawling with a lot of Fizco. Got to slowly take them out. You got to be careful because as you climb up, as more of them come. Oh my gosh, what's that angle?
That's why you have the murder on.
Yeah.
Because the hair is crazy, but it's good.
Yeah, the most important thing to take care of on each floor are the bomb bots, because the other bots will actually jump from. What the heck? Where did that bomb bot go? It was right over there, and then it disappeared. I'm really confused.
The other bomb bots.
I legitimately have no clue where it went. I'll just assume it went up to another
So they'll
floor.
climb up to you on each floor.
Yeah, so every enemy except for the bomb bots will jump between floors. The bomb bots are the only enemy type that will not jump floors.
And you have to kill all of them?
Yes, you need to kill every enemy. So
It's not just when they just climb right off.
yeah, so okay, that's all. So pretty solid.
Like, did you hit them with your melee weapon or something?
I did there.
What? You have a melee weapon?
Yeah.
Oh, right, crowbar.
Yeah, you just don't use it very often.
I completely forgot that you could actually use it as a weapon.
Stream the game on Mixer to 0 viewers. Well, unfortunately, the first problem is using Mixer, which doesn't help you in the first place. But
Retiring upstate, taking nothing with me but my priceless antique Japanese or possibly Chinese sword.
Oh, what the hell?
It's okay.
although the one benefit is that if you're going from an Xbox One, you get free Mixer streaming.
A bitch!
Okay.
Hello?
Talk to Wendy.
Hey, Wendy, you're a blacksmith, right? How do you make a sword?
Well, first off, you need some good source
need
metals.
some source
Steel
metals.
is good, or I guess you could make steel from iron, but that's a bitch and a half.
Source metals, huh? Let's see what we got
I
around
wonder what
here.
we could use.
I wonder what we could do while
Excellence
we
in
just
marketing.
walk slowly at them.
Excellence
Yeah.
in ego stroking. But they're nice and heavy. These'll do.
Okay.
I got some super titanium. What's the next step?
These will do.
You need a forge, an oven that gets really hot.
Heat, huh? What about
So I just need to wait for the
atomic
next
power?
marker to show up.
Atomic power? Do you want to make a sword that will kill other people or
So you
yourself?
can't go there yet?
Yeah, because otherwise it'll restart the discussion.
Oh.
So once it does that, then we're going all the way over here to the power plant.
Oh, can't forget. I can fast travel.
Yes, I can fast travel.
Oh, D. I can't work in these conditions.
So now we've got more of these. More of these jumpy guys. And in general, we're just gonna.
When was this game made anyway?
This game, 2013, 2014. Where the heck is it?
I doubt there'll be sequels.
They were discussing the possibilities of a sequel.
Horseshit trophies melted. Time to
It's kind
heat
of
up
hard
this
just
board.
considering how it's
Try to
already
adjust the plant's temperature.
You know, sometimes the games will wait 5-10 years. I think the problem is that it's like Insomniac was kind of. I can't remember. I think it's Insomniac that was interested in making it, but they needed a company to like. So this game is technically a first-party title through Microsoft. It's only available on Xbox and now PC. So.
So now they have to go through that same thing.
Yeah, well, I don't think they need to. I think they're willing to look into it, though. So it would be cool if they did make a sequel.
Here we go. He said the 28th of October 2014.
Yeah.
What a bro.
Okay, I was going to
Thanks,
say,
Sam,
I knew it was somewhere around the 2013 to 2015 time.
Start forging until all the OD are gone.
Oh, this is not ideal.
So we're finally getting.
Oh. Yeah, that's death.
Ouch.
So the problem is that I ran out of the Dirty Harry ammo there. Yeah, that was it. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, the nice thing is you get a little bit of ammo for your guns. Fortunately, running out of that ammo, very unideal.
Wow.
Okay, there we go. That was pretty slow.
Right. Now I need a bit of elevation for a proper hammer blow.
Yeah, it was a very fun game.
It was in this time. I think it still is.
So what we want to do here is jump and then power jump, and that should have let us skip. Actually, I'm going to go back because it's definitely quicker. You want to power jump here to skip. Go all the way up. Okay.
Seriously? 2 wingers?
So basically, I just want to come on. Can you please stop moving? Oh boy, okay. Just in time. Whoops, jumped a little too early. So you normally need to go all the way up, but if you just spam B fast enough, you can just get it all from the bottom.
I think it worked.
Hey, we just had an
Okay.
earthquake over here. Was that you?
We now have a sword.
This sword is forged. Now what?
Douse it in water to cool it off.
To the water treatment plant.
Well, and cool off that awesome, like, flaming sword? Why would you? I don't know. It has to be usable.
It's definitely useful. I love how it keeps telling me to go to 2-Hat Jack eventually for the rest of the game. It'll just be like, please go to 2-Hat Jack. So yeah, again, this is just a case of...
Seriously? I'm crafting here.
Crafting. It's Minecraft now. Gotta craft the legendary sword.
Oh my gosh, please. There we go.
Cleanest water is over there.
Okay.
Did you douse the sword?
In blood. Also in water.
Did not dose it in any blood.
Fitting a hilt, maybe even some detailing?
No. It's perfect. I dub thee
Scalamune.
Scalamune.
Please no copyright. Whoops. Didn't mean to place that marker. That's gonna be annoying because now it's just gonna sit there. Whatever.
Oh, I see it. It's a purple marker.
Yep.
Wonder what 2-Hat Jack
Hey, you gotta
does
go
for
there.
me. Probably something useful.
You actually placed it. Yeah.
Yeah, it actually hasn't been on for a few hours. It stopped for a while and now it's back to continuously going. I think we should just make a note and leave it on their vehicle like, hey, by the way, your alarm was going off all night. So now we need to collect 99 souls of robots by smashing them to death with my incredible lightning sword.
That is a really awesome sword.
Yes, it is.
So you basically have the ultimate weapon.
Yeah.
now it's just throwing you a bunch of like the big currents to show you just how powerful it is.
Yeah, and you now regain some health whenever you kill with the sword. See it again. It's pretty much impossible to die as long as you're killing something at this point. Which there is a lot of things to kill here.
Oh wait,
so.
oh Souls. Oh, so now we actually are playing Dark Souls.
Yeah. Yeah.
This game, I was like saying, oh, this isn't Dark Souls, and then it just proceeds to prove me wrong.
Okay, so now at 98, it summons this one, which you just need to slam on a few times and kill. And run on inside.
You didn't see that, right? Fine. I guess they want me to come inside to collect my accolades. Coming! Hola! Look what I made for you!
What am I supposed to do with that?
Stab some people, make knights, pry food out of the hospital vending machines. It slaps, it chops. So many uses.
No thanks. Now scram.
Wait. Look how powerful this thing is. Oh shit. That was an accident.
And took a bat to the head. Yeah, one thing you don't get to see a lot is the respawn animations, which are pretty fun.
Wow, she hits hard.
And hit him back.
And here's your sword that you finally get to keep. And it's not powerful anymore. That's
They
unfortunate.
neutered my nuclear sword.
You're not allowed to have powerful things.
Hey, Floyd.
At least
I
you have
gotta
new
think of
melee
some way to impress these girls, make them like me. Got any ideas?
Sword thing didn't work out?
Well, I still have it, so no.
My advice, find a way into their hearts. What do they care about most in the world?
Hell if I know. Beating the shit out of me?
He's just getting shit kicked out of him.
Crazy ladies happy.
When we don't see you no more.
Get cancer. Then they'll love you.
Lie down.
Wow.
Get rid of them, and you can sleep.
It's okay, Esperanza. Can't like this be my visiting hours or something?
Hey, sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, this kid's great.
It's just, Las Catrinas is crazy, you know?
Believe me, I know. But they're cool. I want to get out of here.
I don't know that any of us are getting out of here. I mean, you're getting out of here. Listen, is there anything you need?
I never got to go to a baseball game.
Not missing much.
Yeah.
I could spit peanut shells near your feet.
So this mission is now the Sick Kids mission.
Climb a mountain.
We're basically the
You
Make-A-Wish
never got to
Foundation
fall
now.
Off a mountain either. You're not in here for falling off a mountain, are you?
I never got to see a rock concert.
What? That's no way to live. Every kid needs to rock. You want a show?
See, man, every kid needs to rock, man.
Every kid
We must
needs to
make it
rock.
happen. We must make this kid's life
Yep.
century.
We need to give this kid.
Are you serious?
I don't kid around about rock and roll.
Yeah, rock and roll is no joke.
roll.
Okay.
Oh, hey, the car alarm stopped.
Yeah, we got to rock.
Okay. We need a band. Put on your promoter hat. While Wendy plays a pretty mean lute, let's see if she's up for it. Hey, Wendy! I have a new role for you to play.
No more role playing. I'm done LARPing. I'm done with this city. As soon as I fix this boat, I'm out of here.
I'm forming a band and I need people who can rock.
Really? That sounds cool. You know, I played bass in a band one
Oh, I'm
time.
at a Cherokopter.
But it was only a garage
Rock and roll
band.
is not dead.
Awesome! I'm actually
In this city, it
excited.
is just it's dead until
Come
we
help
get
you,
it
but
back.
I can't swim.
Oh, wait.
You could tow my boat in for me?
That was missing completely.
This boat is too heavy for just one harpoon.
Of course
You
it
need
is.
to attach 2 harpoons.
Yeah, gotta get some harpoons to bring her in.
And there we go. We're already there.
Got it. All right, you're moving.
It's not that.
Oh, that's
third
true.
harpoon.
Nothing, like when I think of rock and roll, I think of nothing more than I'm gonna pretend that that's a Jonas Brothers concert because that's true rock and roll. Okay.
Keep those OD away from the harpoons!
I'm gonna go over here to get some ammo. So they're really not doing much here other than just using my weapons. Oh, I should be ready at the next place.
Yeah, third harpoon.
Yep.
That harpoon just came off the dock.
Got it.
It came off the. No, it's not. It's still sitting there.
Okay.
Harpoon down. Attach one that's in front.
Got it.
So at this point, your job is just to
Bring the boat in.
bring the boat in slowly but surely. Protect the harpoons.
There's more harpoons up the dock.
Got it.
Oops, didn't mean to stick it to that one, but
That's still good. Still.
bunkers. Just gotta protect that harpoon a little bit.
Who puts harpoons on a dog?
Another harpoon gone.
Got it.
So yeah, at this point it's mostly just killing some enemies, waiting for the harpoon to slowly but surely make its way in.
Got it.
Another harpoon gone.
So at this point it's just a matter of just sitting here and letting stuff die.
There you go, woman. There you go.
I'm not getting off this thing until the coast is clear.
So now you just need to clear up. Make sure the coast is clear. Very easy to do with the turret and Murderang combined. And there we go.
All right, you got your bass player. When's the show?
Wendy's now our bass
I need
player.
a little time to practice.
Tonight, at my base downtown.
Cool. I'll meet you there.
Yeah, let's give her a whole
drummer.
Like, considering the fact that I carried Brill Cream just fine, I'm pretty sure it would have been way easier for me just to carry her off the
She
boat.
has a merit badge for percussion on her sash. Not that I was looking at her chest or anything.
You know where she is?
Yeah, she's over by the concert hall. I'll tell her you're coming.
Glad Sam told me you need a drum.
You up for it?
Sure, but I need a kit. There's a bunch of drums in that truck down there.
I got this.
Okay.
Found the
I wonder if that car's battery is just gonna run out from honking so much.
Yeah.
Watch out! Hopper's incoming!
For all the stuff you've been doing, he's very blind. Just to let this explosion happen.
Yeah. But now we got an OD problem. Wait, I got an idea.
Yeah, there's some good missions.
Hey, now get to the next one without touching the ground. Now.
Taiko drums.
Taiko drum
Yep.
reaction.
He just his cutscene just pans out. He's still
Taikos
bouncing
in
on
one
it.
chain, and you can kill all the OD at once. Then I'll be able to go in and collect my drums.
Yeah, okay. Now keep quiet. Gotta concentrate here.
Jeez, I never knew Kim could have so many drums.
Oh wait, I missed a drum somewhere. Where did I miss a drum? Oh, I know which one I missed, and I'm. No, it wasn't this one. Oh no! Oh, that was so unfortunate. I missed this one up here.
Oh, you have to bounce on all of them in a row.
Yeah, you have to bounce on everyone. That's...
Keep going.
9, 10.
The worst thing I've done before is I once bounced on the 10th one and then went to slam and slammed off the edge. Had to do them all again. That was really unfortunate. This is also quite unfortunate, missing that one.
No,
I shouldn't have missed that.
Singer and a guitarist. Not Sam. He's too whiny. Not Floyd. He's too Floyd.
Okay.
Rockfest,
We'll be close to estimate here.
Shot, but I'll give it a try.
2027. So this will happen in 2027, huh?
Yeah.
Now that's one way to get across the river.
Yeah. Okay.
Holy shit! You're King Buzzo from the Melvins!
In the flesh, so to speak.
I'm putting on a show for some sick kids. I've got a bass player and a drummer, but I could really use a frontman.
Benefit show, huh? Cool. I'm there.
Awesome! I've got a base a few blocks away. Meet me there in a few hours.
I'll enjoy.
I know the place.
Thanks.
I'll be there. Now, if you could just take a step back.
Like this?
Yeah, so we have 2 missions left. Concert Apocalypse, and this ends here. Concert Apocalypse is our last night defense, and definitely the most difficult.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Not as difficult if you know what you're doing,
Still standing out there?
but
Oh, I mean, yeah, not on purpose. You know, I'm just tie my shoe.
Just gotta practice, man. Give them patience.
The Melvins.
yeah, so fast traveling to downtown. Okay, there's a chance the game crashes here. I've had it crash before. Oh, it safety saves the whole time. It's just I have had the game crash before around this mission. So there's a chance it might crash. Just a warning. Let's hope it doesn't. But I've definitely had the game crash pretty consistently around this mission.
The purple mark, we'll go to it after. How about that?
Yeah, we'll
see where you accidentally pinged out.
And there we go. It crashed. Pretty much right on cue.
Wow.
Let's get that out here. And let's go.
And we have to set that up again too.
Yes, we do. It'll take 2 seconds.
1, 2.
We just have to quickly change the video to. It says it's already windowed.
Is it on the right screen?
Yes, but it is very much not windowed right now.
Why don't you set to full screen and then windowed?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
There
we go. Yeah, for some reason it just. So here we go, everyone. Let's try and get that in screen.
Okay, it's good enough. Yeah.
Okay. So that was a little fun.
That's good.
If you just close that out, there's the chat right there.
Oh yeah.
We're good. Yeah. Even with this crash, it's still better than the.
Time to piss off the
Yeah, even with the crash, it's actually still better than the Xbox version, time-wise. Because the loading time saved is significant enough. It generally only happens at that exact mission.
You did good.
I should try and figure out why that happens and see if I can avoid it. Also, this is great.
The world or anything.
Let's just watch this.
Yeah, I did tonsillitis. I thought he had cancer.
This kid just got he just crushed you.
Well done.
We need a little more time to set up. Keep
Okay.
OD out of the base.
So
We'll get
the main
started
thing
as soon
about
as
this
we can.
mission,
Hey, one thing. Don't let the OD near the fuse boxes. They're really delicate.
Keep them away from the fuse boxes. Got it.
is that we don't want them to break the fuse boxes. Only one fuse box needs to survive. So realistically, all we need to do is make sure we're protecting at least one. And the one we're going to protect is this one here. Now the reason for this is because it has the, it's the easiest to defend. These ones, there's a lot of enemies who like this one just taking pot shots at them. So it has two entrances now. Once the concert starts, it'll actually go down to one entrance, which also makes it much easier to defend.
I don't know why anyone would fuse boxes in the middle of nowhere.
Well, you know, you gotta work with the space you have, I guess. Hey, get away.
Don't leave yet. We're almost ready.
The enemies I mostly care about killing are those like gunkers, just because they, not the gunkers, the blowers, because they cause a lot of hassle for these fuse boxes here. Okay, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and we're good.
Oh, we actually
hello,
ended up with
gamers.
2 fuse boxes.
Hello, Cypher. Yeah.
Hello, gamers.
Instead of backslash to autocomplete and restart the game to save time for the crash? Possibly. I don't have it set up in time for this. I don't run the game very frequently. Running 4-hour games are lengthy. So now you get your rock concert.
That was
So one of the fuse boxes is very low health. I don't really care about that. Because as I mentioned, we only need one left. So we're going to defend this one with our lives. That Herker's chilling way back there. Hey, where are you going? Okay, he's hiding. It's a good thing that I can't destroy these fuse boxes.
You probably would destroy them.
Yeah, just shoot one rocket launcher at it and it's gone. Okay. So they only.
That pyrotechnics show too. Why not?
Yep. So now we gotta kill.
Man, what a game is this? Being able to save a rock and roll concert with zombies.
Yeah. Mutants, I guess.
Mutants, yeah. Yeah. Probably be better than best on Steam anyway, considering.
If they, as long as it doesn't crash. Okay, there we go.
Well, why to remove trash?
And we're done. One fuse box alive, that's all you need. Yeah, 4 hours is definitely a heavy investment. Realistically, any run longer than an hour or two. What?
Is that voiced by the dude by the Tenacious D?
I actually don't know who voices that
I thought you were gonna get killed
person.
quickly.
I also don't know if that person's actually supposed to be part of a real band or if that's a made-up band.
Until you're killed.
But
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
yeah, chat can definitely.
I'll show you how to get into Fisco HQ.
Oh, you're saying I'm blocking chat.
To go. If we get killed with you, then the kids are as good as dead.
Okay, I think I have a plan.
Okay, here we go. We're at the
nice.
final.
We got our inside access.
Yep. So
time to bring it all
now
down.
updating the last overdrives.
We go through our final upgrade
Sam,
session.
where are you?
I'm almost at the overpass.
Good. Let's meet there.
We're pretty much reaching the end of the game at this point.
Yeah, this is the final mission.
Call the others. Time to go all in.
Here we go. We have 11 minutes to be underestimated. It'll be close.
Yeah, we're cutting it close, aren't we?
Yeah.
We'll be dead.
I found a hidden code buried in a Fizco data drive. I've only decoded a small piece, but it is a massive bit of work. They are
His
planning
name is
something huge.
Buzz Osborne.
Find out why. I need access to the server room in their headquarters. But
What?
In their headquarters.
Yeah, exactly.
One last tidbit.
Sure.
What's our plan?
Oh gosh.
Frustrating.
There you go.
All the automation and whatnot. There ain't nobody.
He's complaining there's nobody to shoot, but we literally have to kill all the robots.
You needed everyone. Yet we are not all here. I see the painted parts are not here. Oh.
I'm here, but you're not the DM of me, Flandaf.
Oh, Flandolf, sick burn.
And I'm not letting you attack Fizco HQ without Las Catrinas.
Together we'll take Fizco down. Or we won't, but we'll get some wicked respawn animations. Who's with me?
For Guardia.
For the Oxfords.
For Troop Bushido, para los niños.
For the footage.
I like how
For each other.
Bro Cream doesn't get to put a hand in. He's just kind of chilling there. Yeah, I'll need to look up a picture of him later, see how close it looks.
Fizco has the whole city wired. It's like a central
Okay.
nervous
To the final mission.
Yep, final mission.
You good back there, Larry?
So what we need to do here is we have 4 skirmishes we need to do, which is mostly just taking care of Fizco robots. And that's why the
You're like a sexy Mexican ninja.
yeah, so having the upgraded murdering is super useful here.
We're heading into the sewer pipes now.
It basically kind of works like the coming back after the floating garbage mission. Okay, so 1 is cleared. Number 2.
Those were like the cleanest sewers ever. Not that I'm a sewer expert, but I expected a lot more solid waste.
We're just moving through here.
Cabron, shut your hole before I shut it for you.
Yes,
Now we're about to get some support from Brill Cream here, who decided to fix his arms and legs by making a giant robot to replace them.
What a bro.
What an absolute legend. Oh. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3 is right here.
We're inside the building.
The server room should be on the main floor somewhere.
Wow, I do not know what that explosion was.
Carry out here. Got dogs living together and whatnot.
Once I find it, I'll need a few minutes to get through the security systems and access their network.
Okay.
Sam.
Keep up the fight. Las Catrinas have your back. Kick ass, muchachos.
Okay. Slowly making our way there. Here come the bomb bots.
Oh, here we go. There's our 100 combo counter.
Yep.
Sweet.
Okay.
He's standing in front of a bunch of computers, staring at them.
What was that explosion?
I honestly don't know.
It's just, I maybe like your turret just like spawns something and explodes.
Yeah.
Hell is the start menu?
It's just random explosion.
Okay, so here we go. Two of the big hulking guys.
That we had to fight earlier with the sword.
Yeah.
Now we have to fight with the normal one. Which is surprisingly just as powerful as the sword. Correct.
Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, that guy is way up there.
I got it. Okay.
Okay, this is not ideal. He's... There we go, he's dead. Okay.
I don't know. All I know is that it's inside the building somewhere and
So,
it's going to destroy
what we need to do now is... We're just making our way over here.
It's too much pressure.
We have the Fisco headquarters.
I'm nervous, you know?
Okay, new plan. What if we just destroy the whole building?
That could work. But how would you destroy a building?
I don't know. I'll improvise.
Okay. Oh no. Okay, good.
Perfect quote.
So the thing is ideally I'd want to be at the top of the building by the time this plays. But it took me a little while to kill the last guy. Oh, thanks for the message. Yeah, it was kind of a last minute thing deciding to run this based on the fact that we had 3 hours and 50 minutes to fill. Okay, so we're smashing this.
I'm attacking a huge bottle. Hey, this is hero's work right here. How many times I gotta hit this thing?
That should be enough.
Okay.
Now, when it launches, it might be unstable.
Unstable? Well, that makes two of us.
Here we go.
Yeah, based on the cutscene and the time left, you might need to bump this up 5 minutes.
Giddy up, little doggy.
What a way to go.
Yep.
Oh, who knew that the Fisco stuff was actually aesthetic the whole time?
Yeah, actually, I need to run to the washroom quickly. I'll be 5 seconds.
It's just a cutscene left.
I just lost the best friend I've ever had.
You're making him all about him, huh?
Yep.
We all lost a friend.
And the world lost a hero.
I like how there's golf balls on the tips of the
A
crown.
hero that will live on in this city and in our hearts forever.
The amount of detail that went in this game is amazing. Also, F and chat for player. You lived a long, long, awesome life.
Whoa, wait a minute. That's the ending? Are you serious? Whose idea was that? Yours? Or yours? Oh, bad move, guys. NeoGaf is gonna eat you alive. You know what? I deserve a better ending. I got an idea. Okay, rewind.
I just lost the best friend I've ever
And
had.
he's back. Right after the rewind.
Hey guys, cool ending.
Hey, look, he respawned.
Hey, everybody. Who wants to get drunk on milk and crackers? All right, so be honest.
Yeah.
That whole riding the bottle into the building
I do not think why those two things.
Wait, don't tell me. Giant city-destroying robot?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of references to different stuff in there, so that wouldn't surprise me at all.
Here you go. You want to destroy a building? Here you go.
The building.
The building itself is
the
a
final boss. So there's 3 phases to this final boss. Each time you need to go up to his head and shoot him.
For this impending destruction of Sunset City.
However, we can cheese the first. We can cheese the first section. So.
There's a device near the top of the building, a power core of sorts.
A power core. There's always a power.
Oh, I think I went too far.
It's Doomsday, bitches.
Oh no, I should be fine. Oh no, boats. So this has not been. These boats have been very inconvenient. Normally it doesn't throw that many boats towards me. And I normally don't fall off as much. But that's fine, we're almost. That's still quicker than actually going up there and going up. Because grinding up to the top and shooting around is a little more difficult. And time consuming. Let's make sure to go get some more ammo.
Yeah, this game has a lot of nice subtle references. It's very, very clever.
Bet I can grind on those tentacles. Not that kind of grind, people. Get your heads out of the gutter.
You want to get over to this building? Rip estimate.
Ah, I like that quick smash and crack down on that sort of specific thing. Hurry before it zaps you.
So yeah, you just basically have to avoid. Okay.
Look how he's shocking the rings.
By the way, lurk time's coming up in like about a minute.
Get ready.
Hey man, it's Floyd. So you know that big ass robot that's like setting fire to the city and all that? Is that real? 'Cause I had a lot of nightmares about giant robots when I was in first grade, and I don't know if I'm like regressing or some shit, you know, stress-induced hallucinations maybe, but it's freaking me out, man.
It's real, Floyd. And if you stop talking, I'll...
It's real? Well, then quit talking and kill the shit out of it. Dang. This ain't social hour, you know. We used to have social hour when I was
You are being the social hour.
Yeah, he enjoys talking. Wow, that was very inconvenient.
Stop! There are no other plot twists after this. You don't want the story to end, do you?
We kind of do. We gotta speed
Yeah, we got some time to finish.
If you strike me down, I'm gonna say this one last time. Fuck you. Okay.
You're welcome.
Fuck you.
You're welcome.
Sam, are you there?
My favorite response to that.
I just wanted to say, in case we all die, you've been a really good friend.
Just a friend?
Maybe more. Let's talk about that if we survive.
Wow, that
You lived that?
yeah, that very much does not happen. I don't think I've ever been hit by one of those coming here. So that this is a little hairy. I'm on basically 0 HP. If I get hit by anything, I'm going to die.
There's nothing to heal here.
I know, so I gotta play very careful here. Okay. And time. Well, that was a little scary there at the end.
Yeah, it was. You pulled through.
Yeah, I was a little worried at how that was going there with 1 HP, but that's Sunset Overdrive. Hope you enjoyed the setup block impromptu run.
I like how the voice lines of Fizzler are still playing on the
Yeah.
album.
And there you go. We can end with a nice little party. And next up, Private is here. Awesome. We've got some System Shock. So hope you enjoyed that. If you enjoy the game, you can get it on Steam now. So pretty easy to play. Only one crash. Why aren't they Fortnite dancing? I don't know. They really should have updated the game with a PC release, but such is life. Well, anyway, thanks. I'm ThoseCrazyGuys, and hope you enjoyed it, and hope you enjoy System Shock next.
It's great.